Good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday, everyone. Come on in, Entree. Hello, hello, hello. Morning, Miriam. Yay, happy Sunday. Can you hear me? You guys let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Good morning. Yay, Marriott in the house. Yeah, good morning, Marriott. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Oh, awesome, Miriam. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for joining. This promises to be a very, very interactive village meeting because we have matters to tend to, as I'm sure that you guys are pretty much aware. How na day? How everything? How the Sunday? Yeah. How has your weekend been so far, guys? You know what? Let me set this here and see how this works out. Yeah, it's better. Greetings. Hello, Neka. Welcome. Yeah. Where your sister now? Where cool mama? Eh? Hello. Mokuna enter. Mona carry na palm wine, no palm wine and Mona carry palm wine cola nut. We need to break cola nut this day, this village meeting. We need to start appointing elders for this our village meeting. How na reason now? we suppose get elders now. Not elder by age. Oh, thank you so much, Maria. Thank you. You know, I say make I shine for una now. Let me shine for you people. Eh? Say you see people too, they work. Not be America. It's the American way. People get people when they work 7 days a week. Eh? 7 days a week, my sisters. Eh? This life, everybody need to gravitate towards soft life. Soft life, as in work small, make enough money, gbadun yourself. I'm telling you, all that headache people they give themselves. Hello, fashionable geeks. Welcome on board. Hi. Happy Sunday to you. Thank you very much, Neka. Thank you. I say make I look good for my people. Village meeting, it go hot to many things that we need to discuss. We need to discuss many things because our communities need improvement, serious improvement. Not be say go come. Oh yeah, because I'm not in the UK, fashionable geeks. I wish I was. I couldn't make it. Yeah, but I'm sure you guys had fun. I saw the pictures. I saw some videos on some people's Instagram page. I was like, oh, I was swooning the entire time. I was just smiling. Oh my God. Thank you very much. In fact, thank you. Tie scarf. Anybody want tie gele? Tie gele. Anyone we represent. Oh, my phone. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I know. I'm sure it was a blast. I am pretty sure it was a blast. I didn't expect less at all. I was just swooning the entire time. I was smiling. I was so happy. I was like, wow, so much love in the air. Everybody looked beautiful. Wow. I was like, wow. Una radio, una Londoners. Una not easy. Una come out strong. Represent. It was beautiful. I loved I watched the bit I could watch. I think somebody streamed it live for a few minutes. I think it was Augusta Gold. I found it on her channel. So she streamed it live and I was able to catch a few of the live, stream. A few minutes of the live stream. And then I saw clips here and there as well on people's IG page. So it was good. I'm glad you guys had fun. I'm sure it was. Wonderful. So wait till we go start with now. Marriott, oh yeah, talk. Let's get the ball rolling. Wait till be the first matter of concern of the day. I know, Marriott, in fact, it's actually due for another touch-up, but I'm not in a hurry because I like to do it every 6 weeks. Color touch-up every 6, I'm sorry, not 6 weeks, 6 months. So I kind of prefer this color. I haven't tried many. I've tried Auburn. Well, Auburn is my favorite. So as you can see, this is Auburn, but it's kind of older now, so it's a different color, and I like the light purple. What's the word for that light purple color? I forget what it's called now. Anyways, yeah. I know, fashionable geeks. Your family here. People are remembering you. They know you well. You are top chat, oh. Marriott, Biko, yeah, let's start. Hey, Egbami. In fact, that's Owo attack, In fact, that attack at Owo, I was speechless. I could not believe it. My heart was bleeding at the same time. I think when I was watching the video on YouTube or so. I was watching, I was like, I couldn't watch the graphic. I just could, and my heart could not take it. But people were showing, like, they were talking about what happened and everything. I was like, my heart literally was bleeding inside. It was bleeding. I just started having flashbacks of growing up in Nigeria and how very naive we were growing up. How I would play, I would go far from my house, go and visit friends, come back, nothing happens. I'm like, what is going on? Now like this, we go fold our hand and look as this country deteriorates. Now like this, we go they fold our hand and look. Now like this, we go fold our hand and look. That matter, my heart, I'm still grieving for me. There are leftovers of grief in me. Although they claim they caught the people, which I don't believe. Look on an verse, I don't believe it. The kind way when they do things for Nigeria, the kind way that and in fact, I don't know. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, can you imagine, Marriott? It was disheartening for me. I was like, are you seriously kidding me? Is this how we're going to fold our hands and watch this country? The only country we have, we don't have any other country. Just watch it go down. Is this how we're going to be watching? Is this how we're going to fold our hands and nothing will be done? Is this what, are we literally watching the end of our communities? My heart, it was sinking. I was bleeding. It was bleeding inside. See, it's time for Nigerians, for all of us to be taken, especially Nigerians, the ones back home, until they give us outside opportunities to vote. Your local government election matters. We pay too much attention on the federal government, the president. I get it. That is also important. But it starts from your local government. If you have the wrong person at the local government level that does not have the interest of his own people, he's from that state, he's from that area, and he does not have the interest of his people at heart, there's no amount, no matter how fantastic the governor of your state is, your local government will not get the resources that it needs. People need to really get engaged from this is the problem I have with people who, leave the abroad and go back home and say they want to participate in politics. I don't understand their idea of participating in politics. You just don't move back and just jump into politics in Nigeria and start pushing for the most popular seat. You start from the grassroots. Go to your community, go to your local government, go and campaign for local government election. That is where the cocoa is. Go there, have a lot of influence on your people. Do things that will make your people rally for you. A typical example, a very clear example of that, for instance, is former governor of Anambra State, Obi. The reason why people are carrying him on their head is because why? They can point to things that he did in Anambra State to change the lives of people. The decisions he made, to influence the lives of people. This is what is speaking for him. You need to watch videos of people coming out and sharing positive examples of what this man has done. That is what we need in Nigeria. You can't just decide, I want to move back home. You are now campaigning for the most popular seat. There's no impact on the people around you. You have no impact. Nobody knows you. You're just coming from somewhere. Sometimes you may not even see, you can't speak everybody's language in Nigeria. You can't speak every tribe. But if you can touch the lives of your people first, and work your way up. You do local government chairmanship. You put the necessary things in place. You move to governorship. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. This is why the things that are happening in Nigeria, even me, I'm concerned. Exactly. Iron and stick. Will iron and stick stop a gun? Will it stop an AR-15 that has how many rounds, that's able to shoot how many rounds at the same time, at how many, within seconds? Will it stop it? Iron and stick. Exactly. It's very disturbing for me. This is why for people who go back home and say they want to be a part of the election process in Nigeria, I'm sorry, I really don't pay attention to them. I don't take them seriously, because in my own heart, who have you impacted? You've been out of the country for so long. Who knows you? Who knows you? You start small, and your ambition should not be, I want to go and run for office in my country. I think that, I don't know, this is just my opinion. It's my individual opinion. It's personal to me. These are my personal opinions. I'm not trying to impose my opinion on anybody else, but the way I see it, if you want change in a country, you start from your own people. If your father is starving at home, your father does not have a house to stay in, when rain falls, it will enter your house. Please, you don't have voice. Don't come out and say you want to run for presidency. The people in your village do not feel your impact. They don't even know who you are. You are saying you want to run for presidency. You have not affected the lives of people where you are. You have not moved from there, enter the state, arrange the state, organize it, because the power you have is the community you come from. Those are the people you can influence immediately. Those are the lives you can change, that can speak to you. The wealth, the true wealth of a person is in the people that they impacted. That is what true wealth is all about. It's not about in monetary terms. It's not about money, paper money. No. It is about the number of people you influenced, the number of people you were able to change their lives dramatically, that were looking at you and saw you as an example. And because of you, their lives are better. You know? So, I mean, that's the approach. That's how I feel like people who have any interest in running for office, this is what I think that they should do. Hey, welcome in, Nini Bell. Good to see you again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I understand, Miriam. I understand. Even me, I said it without even thinking. Because this is how very much this thing is in my heart. It's very painful for me, especially I was born in Nigeria, for crying out loud. I grew up, a better part of my life, at least my first 20 years was in Nigeria. So I have a lot of connection. I have a lot of memories about Nigeria. Sweet memories, not so sweet. All the same, it's my country. I can do anyhow I want. You know what I mean? So it breaks my heart when you're hearing stories like this coming and things like that happening in a church and nothing. Hey, Neka in the house. Hey, Neka, how now? You're not too late. You're not too late. I love Neka's sense of humor. Hey, Neka, they drop the way they drop some of her comments sometimes. I go they roll. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're on time, oh. So it bothers me. So I say, anyone here that's listening to me, if you're interested, you want to run for position, or you want to be a part of the progress in Nigeria, my own opinion, my own advice, so don't go there with the intention I want to be part of politics. Just do you, for crying out loud. Where have we lost it completely? Have we lost our values completely, that when we always want to do things just solely to please ourselves? Is it all about self-pleasing? I get it. That's what the world has become. But some of us grew up on very strong values. Where are those people? If you want to run for office, no, you don't have to. Just go and do your thing, man. Just go to your village, improve your communities. If there's no running water, find ways to create running water for the people in your community. Those are things that you can do in your own power without any influence. The fact, when you start to do for people, it is people that will carry you on their head and say, this is who we want to be our local government chairman. You won't need to campaign. You will not need to campaign. I get it. Nigeria can be a hard country, but if you have a desire and a passion to rule, to be a leader, let me not say leader, that word has been abused, a servant to the people, you go and start to do the one that your hand reach, the one where your power reach. If not to dey sweep front of people house, go dey do am. If not to dey help people plant, go dey do am. Most communities, most villages don't have water, no stable electricity. Some people, they depend on herbal medicine to take care of themselves, to heal themselves. Hey, Mirabelle, welcome. Happy Sunday. Good to see you. Good to see you. Exactly. They just moved on. It doesn't affect them. Their children is not part of it. Their family members are not there. Do you understand? So I don't know. I just feel if you have any interest, go and just help people. Remove the selfish desire, I want to be in politics because that's where quick money is. Are you going to carry the money where you are going? Nobody's getting out of here alive. Nobody. I don't it baffles me sometimes. You want to do something, do it with, I just want life to be better for my people. Do it and leave it there. All this office, running for governorship, running for local government, now people go come, they beg you for house. Please come and be our local government chairman. Now you go come, they make shakara say, no, I don't want any titles. I'm not interested. Then if you now see that, you know what, you stand a better chance of even bringing more development, then you take it and run with it. So you can bring about better, but when you get there, because people now they say me you can't become local government, you fit choose people when you know say you go fit work with. And you go apply wisdom with the other people. It's just, maybe I'm naive, maybe I'm still very naive. Because the way I see the world is all about people. It's about how you make people feel. It's not about how much money you have. It's never been about how much money you have. There are people who have had money in this life, but not they remember them again. Matter of fact, the day they move pass on, the day they die, that's the day they stop talking about them. They leave no dent in history. Their lives have not affected people in any way. I don't know about you. For me, before I leave this realm that we're in, I must empty myself. I don't want anything left over. What's the point? Who am I holding the knowledge for? Who? Will I need it? Has anybody gone and come back and say, oh, you are going to need this skill? Empty. I want to go empty. I don't want any leftover of me from this realm. This realm is messed up. Why would I want anything to do with it anymore when it's time? In my great old age, when it's time. Honestly. Hey, Olawumi Raji, welcome. Happy Sunday. Thank you. Oh boy. I'm missing comments, ladies. I'm trying to catch up at the same time. Yes, we have. Sadly, citizens are a reflection of their city. Absolutely. The mindset not be here. This is why I said it starts locally. It does not start from the top. Don't go in saying, no, I want to go and change. I want to go and make change. Then you enter, you want to be running for president. Start with your help change the mindset of the people. If you can change the mindset of your grandmother, your great-grandmother, if you still have them around, the people around you, because you have influence on those people, you can tell them, you can explain it in a language that they will understand. You can create what's it called? Groups of people and make time while you're back home to educate the minds of people, to give them a change on outlook about life. You can go to your villages and say, hey, share flyer, go out, talk to people and say, hey, we're going to be having a talk here, make we talk about this matter when it concerns us. Whatever language you speak, you do it. That has the power to change the mindset of the people so that they know better. So people will not come from outside and just be collecting from them without them knowing. And they themselves will be releasing their destinies to these people without even knowing the impact it has on their children. Their motive, Miriam, is their pockets. It's stomach infrastructure for them. Some of these politicians have houses all over the world. Have house in France, London, Switzerland. Check out Switzerland. The place be like fantasy island. You will not go believe. Say na con, be like fantasy island. Some get for Dubai. Some get for all over. That's what they do. That's what they do. This mindset needs to change. It needs to change. There's no way around it at all. If your interest is to be any part of the political process in Nigeria, start from your village. Start with your home, with your parents' home, your grandfather's house. Start there. All this selfish interest of, oh, I want to go and run for my country. What are you bringing for your people? Who knows you? Who has heard you? Whose lives have you changed? Whose lives have you impacted? You want to run, you want to run. What have you done? There's no water in your communities. There's no light in your communities. Eh? What's the name of this artist that moved back to Senegal, or is it Ivory Coast? What's his name? I forget his name now. Somebody remind me. The guy was a rap artist, moved back. I forget his name. Akon, right? Akon, wait till he go. When he move back, you wanna hear him say one contest for election. Wanna hear him? The man no move back to him country, go run for election. What he do? He dey change in society. They create, they build city. Wetin Akon dey do? Solar energy. How many of the popular artists, popular football players? You see, this is my problem with a lot of people. That's why I have no respect. I'm sorry to say, no offense to anyone. I have zero respect for any wealthy person in Nigeria. If you call yourself a billionaire in Nigeria, shame on you. You should not even be calling yourself billionaire. Just shut up. Don't let people know you. It's better. Because this is my sentiment about it. All those footballers that we have in Nigeria that have made stupendous money, what have they done for their communities? All these artists that are making so much money, what have they? I'm not talking about run for office. I'm talking about influence the lives of your people back home. What have they done for their communities? There's another football player. I don't know his name now. He's from one of these West Francophone countries. The man, the first time he signed his contract, do you know what this man did? He went and started building schools for his village, build hospital. He said because his father passed on because he could not afford to go to the hospital. He didn't have money. The guy, they use phone, Nokia 2210, 3310, I bet they corner. When they use rubber band tie and then they laugh him. They were laughing at him on social media. The man now said they can laugh all they want. Now you know what they use the money for. If you see what this man is doing, it's for his village. I'm not talking about the country now. His village. He never buy anything for himself. 9 people, 9 day mind. The problem we have is not in the politicians, so it is us as a people. It is us as a people. Hey, Buki Ade, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday to you. Welcome. So good to see everyone. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Becky Cole, hi, Yemi Coco. I'm sorry I'm not getting to this comment as fast as I want, but you guys understand. Saudi everywhere. I'm telling you, my sister. How many lives you influence? Hey. I understand it, Miriam. This is why I said it's not about you going home and wanting to be part of politics. Forget politics. Just do. Impact the lives of people. People are your true wealth. It's not the paper money. How much money can you, even if you have all the money, how many houses you feel live in? How many rooms can you sleep in? How many cars can you drive? How many cars? It is worth you saving 1 million lives. If you have the capacity, why not? Why not if you have the capacity? It is the people. We have a problem, mindset problem, the way we think. In Nigeria, it is disturbing the way we think. We've churned out a lot of millionaires in that country. Some they claim billionaire position. Who your billionaire position don't help? Everybody they just say, oh, they don't want to be careful, so you don't unalive somebody does not unalive you. But people are unaliving every single day. See what happen for what? Those people now they go pray, now pray they go pray. Now pray they go pray. Not be what we did. See how many people they just unalive like that. So this is why I said forget politics. Go and start to work on the minds of the people. Now, there your power, not be all this infrastructure, not be all these material things. You go get and break it. People go even they give them to you for free. What a shame, Miriam. What a shame. Onem, welcome. Onem, thank you for joining. Happy Sunday. Exactly, Neka. Akon is building better Wakanda in Senegal. He's transforming the lives of his people. What are we talking about? We have big artists. Name them. Which artists we not get? Most of our artists, they blow worldwide. Even some of the actors themselves, some of them, they blow. Which thing they use their money do apart from show many cars? They don't even know, say, that's showing expressing of wealth for everyone to see in a society where people who can barely feed themselves. They don't know how nauseating it is because they don't even have the mindset to think that way. Or maybe they were raised on good values, but they've forgotten those values because everybody's trying to do pass another person. I better pass my neighbor. Exactly. Batobi, hey, good to have you here. Welcome. So good to see you. My common sense connect. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. So at the end of the day, when we're talking about politicians, it's not about the politicians. If you can just pause on the politicians, I'm not saying don't be concerned about what they're doing, but do you? Why don't you go to your corner, go to your village, impact the lives of the people in your village, touch their hearts, touch their lives? You understand? Let them be the ones to speak for you while you are not there. Do you know there are certain scenarios that will play out in life where people will be sent to harm someone, but because of the impact they've had in the lives of people, right? Those same people will turn around and say, no, I can't harm this person because when I was hungry, it was this person that fed me. You can gain favor in the sight of your enemies just by being good to people. Money cannot save you. Money is paper. It will fly. It has wings. It can fly. Where have we lost it? Whoever has any intention of going back home, don't go back home and act like you're all that. You have arrived. I just came from wherever. I want to be. No, go and lay low and build from the down up. If you can help your people, if you can change the lives of your people, my brother, my sister, there's no limit you cannot get to in this life. You won't need to pray a day for yourself. You will not need to spend that time praying. People will be interceding on your behalf. You will be sitting down in your house. You will just be experiencing all manner of favor. You won't know why. People don't understand the power. It seems like we have lost that idea of looking after each other. I don't know where exactly we lost it, but I know we've lost it for a very long time. Only if you're blessed enough to grow up in a home where these values are consistently, told, you're consistently told about the principles and values of life. I grew up, I'm very honored and I'm privileged that I had a father like that. My dad was not a wealthy man. He did not have money. My dad could not have money, because if my dad has money like this, if he get 1 naira, he go share into 2. He go give 50 to another person. He will carry 50 come house. Now that 50 we go manage. When my dad passed, now we know the impact of the lives the lives he impacted. People were calling me from all over the world that I've never heard of before. I've never seen. The ones that found me on Facebook by some whatever, they started calling me and they started telling me they could not believe that my dad had passed. They were like, no, that man, if it wasn't for him, would not have gone to school in my house. Because of that man, my sister is now a professor in Germany. My brother is a professor in England. I'm telling you, human beings are more important. I had no idea the lives my dad. We knew some, but we did not know all. Growing up, we didn't grow up alone in the house. There were relatives. We were always having relatives. Sometimes it was tiring for us, but because we were used to it, is my dad. You can't tell him anything. He will hear people. I'm telling you, guys, as human beings, as Nigerians, we need to start. There's a lot of unlearning that needs to take place. There's a lot of unlearning. Yes, there'll be pushback. Absolutely. You're going to get that pushback. People are going to come at you in all types of ways because you're trying to do what you do. But if you are passionate about the people, you will ignore the voices of those people's voices will be small, because you know why your heart is burning. You know, only you know. You know. Exactly. Fashionable Greeks, thank you so much for saying that. Thank you very much. Typical example. This is just a basic example. Though. I give you an example. So the secondary school I went to in Nigeria, I went to school, secondary school. The secondary school I went to in Nigeria, when I went to that school, the school was great. We had the greatest principal. Her name was Mrs. Alejimele. She was a single mother, but that woman was tough as nails, man. That woman, some of the life values that I have today, it was from her we learned it. Everybody that went to that school that knew her, that came under her as principal, they're a different group, sect of people. This woman knew everybody's name in that school. Now, when we graduated from the school, of course, the woman left. Eventually, she became a professor in one of the universities at some point. She's passed on now, God rest her soul. This woman, after she left and everything, that school started going down the drain. All kinds of things were happening. So it now got to a point, somebody now came on, somebody now posted something online and said the school is dilapidated, formed a group alumni, a school alumni and everything. So I found it and I said, what can I do? It was really bothering me. I was like, what can I do? Because the best times of my life growing up, the tough times, the times that I received very harsh discipline was in that school, and it turned me into a better person. I said, you know what, let me start by forming a class group. So I reached out to all the people I knew, classmates I knew, and those ones reached out, and there were 50 in my class. We're 51, but one passed away while we're still in high school, in secondary school. So we formed this class group. When we formed this class group, the intention was for us to come together so that we can do something for the school. So we started raising money. I said, let's raise money so that we can do something, we can build. What do we need? The school needed classrooms, needed bathrooms, the toilets, because they only had one shack like that. In fact, was not a sight to see. We started raising money. Before we knew what was happening, the word had gotten round to other people in different classes at the time. Imagine these people are planning to do this, so these people are planning to do this. Other class started coming up and forming their own groups. We wanted to start with building classrooms, right? And creating a more decent environment so that students can learn. One class took over. They beat us to it. They ran. They went to do it. So some of my colleagues, some of my classmates came back and were, whining like, this was our idea. But I said, no, it's okay. It's okay. This is good. This is healthy competition. I like this. This is a challenge. Let's take this as a challenge. What other thing do they need? They don't have labs. They have science classes, no labs. Let's build a lab for them. That's what we ended up doing. Another class took up and said, okay, we are going to buy chairs for the classrooms. That's on and on and on. I kid you not. Now, while we're organizing this, there were people who were doubters. There were people who were saying, babe, this is too much money. There were people who were like, let's help each other. Some of us, There was a lot of outside noise, but we stayed. People that wanted to did what they needed to do. At that time, I had some money that I had saved. It was that money I saved that I sent towards the building of the labs that we eventually built for the school. You don't need to be in politics. Your sacrifice is in your everyday. You don't need so much money. You start with what you have. If we're going to change the way things are done in Nigeria, we need to start with us. We need to do the little we can. Nobody is saying, come and save Nigeria. What can you do on the ground? Who is the contact person on ground that you can reach out to and do these things with? That is the bigger picture, because you're only doing what you can for now, and then the thing will start translating into other things. Somebody else may see what you're doing and say, hey, you know what? This person did this. Let me also do that. We need to work on the mindset. Exactly. Thank God for kind fathers. I'm telling you, if you have good parents, please cherish them. Cherish every moment with them. My biggest regret is that I did not video my dad, because he really desperately wanted to share his story of how he grew up and everything, but nobody ever seemed to have time. That's my greatest regret. I wish I did it before he passed. Because now looking back, so many things that man did, my goodness, that we can learn from today. Yes, Neka, absolutely. Thanks for saying that. Amen to that. Absolutely. Absolutely. No, I didn't go to QC, Queen's College. I went to one school in one village, interior. That's where I went, but the school was solid, Coco. We're not many in that school, man. Our principal was like, Margaret Thatcher. You do anyhow, you see anyhow, Marriott. You do anyhow. That's the type of school that I went to. Very few, I'm telling you, very few, very kind. They will take the shirt off their back. Those kind of people cannot be political leaders in Nigeria. Who's Saldomain? Olawumi. Absolutely. You just stop, you keep going and just keep helping people. That's just it. Yeah, it's true. You're right, Olawumi. This is the problem. A little goes a long way, honestly. Honestly. Hey, Ola. Welcome very much, Ola. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday to you. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you guys. So, I mean, for me, I think that's the idea. Everybody should, whatever you can do, you don't have to, Oh, thank you, Fashionable Geeks. I appreciate that. You don't have to. You don't have to be the richest to impact lives. You don't have to. Start small. Start where you are. And some of us grew up on wrong mindsets, but be open to unlearn and be a better human being. Because when you're a better person, you can be a better source of joy to other people. But if you're stuck in your ways and it has to be only your way, and you have to do it the same old ancient ways, then that's where the problem is. None of us are perfect, but we can unlearn things. We can unlearn and imbibe the ones that we know is going to work for us. We can imbibe those things. Oh, yes, that's his name, right? I don't even know his name, but I read the news. I was like, this is what I'm talking about. When I read it, I was like, this is the spirit. The man, what did he grew up in a small town. They didn't have anything. He just remembers the suffering. But in his heart, he said, whenever, if money enter my hand, that's paying tithes right there. That is how to pay tithes. The man not touch the money when they first pay him. He not touch him. He say, no, I'm going back to my people. Tell me why in villagers not going to pray for him. That man don't need to go down on his knees ever. I don't know whether I belong to any religion. I don't know whether I even believe in God. In the way that we think that people should believe in God. We don't know. But the man, remember, I say, no, he suffer when I small that time. When my papa hospital, we no get money to pay. I don't make anybody go through him again. This money, when they pay me, when they sign me, I go back to my people, impact their life, build hospital, build school, so that people don't go school inside rain, outside, they read for outside. Let me do something for my people. If they use Nokia 3310 or whatever phone, they were laughing at him online for the phone he was using because they claim he's making all this money. That is what it is about. People, they laugh about sensible things. The things when they're not supposed to laugh about, but supposed to they cry about, everybody, they sleep. Sadio May, God bless. I don't even know his name. I just read them. I just read the thing. I look the man picture. Maybe I saw the name, but it just didn't stick. I was like, wow. Yes! Why they not go love him? This is what I'm talking about, Marion. Why would they not love him? There's no way. That man will not have to, he will not have to stand and say, God, help me. No. Before before the word drop, he go see help. The recognition that he has gotten just by this, you people don't even want to know. You people don't want to know where this man's name has gotten. For the rest of his life, in children, when they go come after, they go reap after this good thing when you do. They go reap. So the mindset, it be like overhaul. So they get Vim for Nigeria. That Vim when we say they wash bathroom. People need Vim for their brain for Nigeria to scrub them. All the religious, the ones where they don't put for inside tin of milk, seal and back, now then plenty pass under the guise of religion. The ones where they don't seal inside this thing, carton of sugar, that sugar, St. Louis sugar for Nigeria, when they come stitch the end for culture, they did there. The ones when the tribalism won't do things to for their life, they did there. They did inside that category too. They did inside that category. It's true. They know the lay person. People go just go church. It go be like say they carry straw, the biggest straw, use and suck all the sense when their brain come out. Suck all the brain come out. Una go check una brain outside, enter church. Anything when the man talk, oh, I don't go church before. When I hear it the man they preach, I carry my karanga, I waka. Long time ago, I've not stepped into a church now for God knows how long. It's almost a decade now. I don't give it. I have no regrets. Zero. I'm even better. My life has improved 1,000 times better. because I have a person now that no human being can understand with my creator. And that relationship, guess what? That relationship has always been with you from before you were born. If you reflect and you think back to when you were born as a child, there are things that would have happened in your life that would point you and let you know that God has always been in your life. He didn't need you. He doesn't need you. All this charade that we're all busy doing, he doesn't need you to do all of that. He already knows you, where you are, exactly who you are. Exactly who you are. So my people, that's on the Owo. My summation is on the Owo issue. Anybody when you get interest, start with the little you have. Start with the little you have. Whatever you can, however you can. You don't have to be in politics. No, you don't have to be in the popular politics for you to do what you need to do for your people. Don't add to the people's suffering. Elevate their suffering. I mean, not elevate, I'm sorry. Remove the suffering. Elevate their lives. Find ways to make life easier for them. And while you're doing that, work on the mindset of the people to unlearn. People can unlearn things. The reason why it seems like people are not unlearning is because people don't take the time to teach them what they need to teach them. People are impatient. You're snapping at people. You're shouting, shouldn't you know this? You should know this by now. No. Everybody learns at different pace. We all learn at a different pace. You know? Everybody is now carrying the presidency, including myself. Oh, I mean, I want the best president to be in, absolutely. And I have my own choice. However, facts, it starts from the local government, because you can have the best president. If your local government is not working, if the president make it be sugar on top of honey, it will not trickle down to you. It will not. So you need to vote in the right people at every level to make the job of the president easy, if he has good intentions. If he has good intentions. You know? So Marriott, what was our next topic? I don't talk or matter for like 1 hour. Oh, almost 1 hour. Well, now come follow me talk for this matter. In fact, before we go on to the next topic, let me invite you, anybody that wants to chip in on this, I beg. Let it not be that it's only my own this thing that you people are hearing. Oh yeah, Mokuna hopping. Thank you so much, Fashionable Gigs. I appreciate it. Primaries. Oh, residential primaries. Well, don't start small. I say, well, first of all, I get my choice, but I know everybody get their choice. Now, for me, like I said earlier, you can, if we like, when we invite the best president, if we elect the best president and the local government is not working, we're on a long thing. If the local government not they work, the House of Rep not they work, governor not they work, Senate not they work, we're on a long thing. As we are clamoring for the government, the right person to come into office, we need to have the same energy at the local level, at the House of Rep level. You see all this lackadaisical attitude where your House of Rep members are having meetings where it involves the general populace and nobody's coming out. That habit needs to stop. When your House of Rep people are having meetings, you're supposed to be there inside that place with them too. As they are passing bills, you need to be aware of what bills they are passing, if they are even passing at all. Are they working? What is their job? You need to be aware. Yay, Marian! What's up, girl? I can't hear you. You're mute.
I need to get off camera because
no worries. You look good though. I like your hair.
Thanks. I just washed it. It took me a
little
bit.
God. Yeah. It's beautiful.
Thanks.
You twisted it, right?
I braided it. So I'm just waiting for it to dry. Okay. Yeah, so maybe during the week I can look like a human being, even though I don't look like a human being right now.
But it looks good on you though, I have to say.
So I'm not very wait, I said I was getting off camera. Bye. Okay.
Go ahead.
So I'm not very versed with the politics, so I don't want to get into the politics too much.
Okay.
But I feel like when I was kind of following a little bit just to see what they were doing.
Right.
And there were rumors that they were paying people, delegates, 25K, 5K. Is anybody here a delegate?
Yeah, they were paying them. It wasn't 5K or 20 something K. Yeah, dollars. Yeah, they were paying them heavy money. Yeah.
Are we serious? Okay. So I think one of the things that came out when I was following the primaries, I know you're talking about, so let's not just focus on president and, let's look at the lower level. Right. But one of the pictures that came out from a long time ago was, it showed Tinubu and the VP, who I don't know why he has good PR with Nigerians. Nigerians are easily fooled by pastor title, all those things. He has been there from the beginning. You think he's there because his hands are clean and he's like a goody two shoes. Like, how do you think he got to be VP? So this picture had Bola Tinubu. It had the VP.
Hello, fantastic Efe. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Sorry, Marriott. Go ahead.
No problem. It had the now Oba of Lagos, who was the police chief of Lagos at some point. Mm-hmm. It had some governor from one of the southwestern states. So the reason I brought this up is that, yes, we shouldn't just look at presidents, and we should also look at the, the lower level. But unfortunately, these people and all these people that are now the candidates, they have their boys and their girls that they've already installed in every corner. We think that we're voting in a fair election where we have the freedom of choice. We don't even have a choice. So imagine that Bola Ahmed Tinubu all that time ago literally installed his own people in every corner. From the military, and then from the police, and made him king, essentially. So every corner that you look at where you think that you're choosing your own, great person for this position, they've already shoehorned their own people in. So I'm almost certain that all these people now that are, now presidential candidates, they have their people for governor, they have their people for local government chairman. I'm not saying we shouldn't vote. Everybody should please go out and vote. Please vote. But they're so strategic in their kleptomania that they cover all the bases. They already know how they want to block this funding from where, like, they can literally pick up the phone and call one of their boys, and then, something opens up because they've installed everybody everywhere. If you look at the person that is in charge of the road transport workers, also one of their boys. So they're so clever in how they have a stranglehold on our society. And I really don't know how we're going to, how are we going to release ourselves from this is my question.
The only way we can release ourselves from it is we ourselves need to work on ourselves, which is, for me, in my own opinion, on learning, changing the mindset. And it has to start from the grassroots. You see, the same way they were strategic, is we need to be more strategic about it. The fact that they're there and they have put their people in place, people change. You know that, right? You can say, Marriott, for instance, you can say, hey, when I get to this, but I want my hair to be here, right? If I'm not happy with the way you're running your shop, my dear, when I get to that position, I will not really follow you like that, though. Do you understand what I'm saying? I may just change. If I'm able to align myself correctly with other people, I'll change on you. But before even saying that, The same way they're strategic, we also have to be strategic. Like, for instance, I have to give it up for the young people in Nigeria that are gathering and are going around and educating people, because I see that. I have to acknowledge that. Now, people are coming out and saying they've never seen anything like that before. The young people coming out to get their PVC, they've never seen it like that before. Even the people, the so-called Tinubu them, and all the people that they think they have put in place, they are shaking right now. They can't believe it. Why do you think that happened? Because there were people who were sick and tired of this. And they never forgot what happened October 2020. That thing has been ingrained in their memory. That's what they sing. So they are talking to even the Agberos. I remember people doing videos in different languages. There was one in my language, there was one in Yoruba, there was one in Igbo. They were sharing to market people, sharing to some village people. I'm telling you. So there are a lot of things happening on ground that we cannot see. But I saw it. I saw some of those videos online. Some people were sharing, they were talking about it, and I saw clips of it for like a minute or 2 or maybe 5 minutes and so. So there's stuff going on. But to your point, the way I think that can be resolved, right, is back to what I said earlier. We have to start from the grassroots upwards. It's an uphill battle, but we need to start somewhere. If the minds of the people are not changed, if they don't see the good that's going to work for them, they're not going to join you in anything. How do you think the Northerners, how do you think they get their votes? They keep the people poor because they know that if they keep them poor enough and uneducated enough about their rights, about what they can have, they will revolt against them. That's why you see there's a problem in the North, because they feel like if you go to the North, the educated people are not that many. They intentionally keep them uneducated and hungry, because when they come and throw 500 naira at them, 1,000 naira, maybe 20,000, the Northern, most of them, they sell foreign exchange for Nigeria. You will hardly find a Southerner selling foreign exchange. So they have their people. How do we undo that? It is by education. It is by what I just said, like people will go, if you have any intention, if you want to bring about change, go back to your village, start from your village. Look at what Donald Duke did when he was president, when he was a governor of Akwa Ibom. Till tomorrow, people are still going there for, maybe now, I don't know about now, but people were always going to Calabar for Christmas and New Year because of the carol and the attraction that came with it. So it is doable. We just have to be willing and ready. Those of us who are interested in saving this country, saving our people, if you're interested, if you have passion for it, start small. If you can speak your language, do small rights, short things about knowing your rights, what to do. Write it in your language. Let them send it to your people. I'm telling you, I'm just saying the fact. Write it in your language. Send it to your people. Let them spread it to the market women, my grandmother used to listen to Edo News on the radio. Then that transistor radio go carry an ear go listen. No, it's true. Go say they go tell her wetin dey happen for the country. Go dey say, hey, people kwekona, hey, useno bla o, beba kiluye, beba nere analu. They speak the language because they understand, right? So this is what I think we can do. And for people that are going back to Nigeria, drop your airs. This is what I don't like about Nigerians. This is my problem with us.
What did you like?
When we go back, we want to claim we just arrived, Yankee. I'm in London. You understand? They carry.
We don't do that over there.
Huh?
We don't do that over there.
In Nigeria?
No, I mean when people go back home, they start saying things like, "Oh, we don't do that. We don't do that
exactly.
over there."
Not speaking English that does not make sense. You're not becoming accent. You want a gunner, a Gary Gunner. I don't do that. I will, those
Oh
wearing
God, I'm
English that
where?
they will be speaking. The ones that come from London will be doing in it. I know we
In
know
it.
hear what they get in it. Now in it you go they hear you say he speak your language now. Now in it you go learn for London. You know what I mean?
But I also think another
Mhm.
useful thing. So to be honest, maybe this is not the election where all these things that they're doing that you talked about. I wasn't aware that they were doing any of these things because again, I deliberately do not follow Nigerian news because I don't like getting angry in this life. So um it, it might not be this election where all these hard work will bear fruit, but it
Yeah.
might be the next one. But there has to be a point where we have to have consensus candidates eventually,
Yes.
So I know that for the national one, for a lot of people, that's going to be Peter Obi. I don't know. I'm not saying people should vote. Please, I'm not saying you should vote for anybody. I'm just saying that at some point, you have all these groups who are trying to educate people, but you need to center, direct your people to say, okay, you know what, vote for this person. We've chosen this person. We trust this person, so that you can put the votes together and it can be more meaningful to get what we eventually want. So whether it's a local government level or your state or your house, your representatives, if as you educate people, there has to be one person put forward that everybody can have a consensus about, so that you can direct people to vote for that trustworthy person whose values, whose manifesto aligns with what we're hoping for in Nigeria, so that you don't break up the votes and these other people that are proven, that have been not proven, but have been seen in the past to steal and to use their power inappropriately would not eventually win. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know whether I just hope that we get what we want, because I'm exhausted. Like the fact that this place where the fact that things just don't function well, like we can't even maintain roads. That's the easiest thing. And it's surprising to me that these people that are running, they have no shame. Okay, fine, you want to steal. Okay, we agree. You're going to steal. But when these people went to Owa and they saw the hospital, didn't they feel any kind of shame? Like, whoa, this is my state. These people have no mattresses on their bed. They have no equipment, no machines, no nothing. Like, didn't they feel anything? And that's the part that I don't get. Like,
They tear their hearts. See these people, some of these people are not, they're not trying to get power the right way. So for them to have the level of power or influence that they always want to get, right? They have to get it another way. In order for that to happen, they have to lose their hearts in the process. This is why it doesn't show, because they're so used to the ugliness, right? It's normal. It's not a big deal to them because it's part of their process. So you have to understand that there's black magic. I don't want to call it black magic, but you get what I mean on the other side, right? So, and again, I have hope. You know why I have hope this time around? Because the election of Peter Obi at the Labour Party is shaking the very foundation of politics as we know it in Nigeria. It is currently shaking APC and PDP. Now, when this man moved over to Peter Obi moved over to Labour Party, they were like, "Oh no, he's gonna lose now." OJ, welcome, welcome. Oh, that's okay. You'll pay late comer fees. That's what you. Sorry, oh, your phone. Anyway, you'll pay late comer fees, and that'll be all. That's all right. So, you know, Peter Obi, when he moved to Labour Party, they were like, "Oh, now he's not going to even have an opportunity, blah blah blah." But guess what? He's shaking the foundation of politics as we know it. Did we ever think a third party was going to rise in Nigeria? Now, when they're talking about front runners, they're adding Peter Obi. They're only talking about three front runners now. Three.
yeah.
And he's one of them. Why do you think that happened? Because the young people, and I see what you're saying, you don't watch a lot of this news and all of that. I get that. But because I got very passionate about it and I saw there was a glimmer of hope when I heard this man talk on Brekete TV. Brekete, the guy has a YouTube channel as well. That man, let me talk a little bit about Brekete family. The man that runs Brekete family is just a humanitarian. takes care of the needs of the people. If people get kidnapped from their families, people come to him for help. Any problem they are having, he's the one helping poor people resolve their issues in Nigeria. They call him ordinary president. The work that man is doing, my sister. Oh my goodness. And the awareness that he's also common sense sisters. Yeah. Welcome. You understand the awareness that he's also bringing about, right, to the people, just by doing that program and helping poor people when they have the opportunity to come and present their concerns. It brings some. There were times I watched this show and I cried, literally, like the good this man is doing. In the midst of such darkness, I just wept. I was like, God, please keep this man. Keep this man, whatever he needs, help me, put me in a position to help this man do what he's doing. I'm telling you, that man is doing work in Nigeria. Now, he came to Brekete family to come and talk, because Brekete family has spread so wide now, right? People listening from all over the world, most people, and it's still gaining ground. People are going to be tapping in now. He came to talk about what he wants to do for the people. I listened to that entire program because of that. I was blown away. Now, on the backside of it, there are young people that are rallying and talking about what they want. For the first time, the youth in Nigeria, they're like pushing back. I won't say for the first time, because when I was in college in Nigeria, we rioted in my school and we went to then Vice President Ikomo's house, because his house was not too far from where I was. We went to go and protest. Then the Students' Union, they were powerful then. Student Union was still powerful. They still had a voice, not now. They silenced a lot of voices during Abacha's time, Babangida's time. That's when they killed a lot of this. Now it gives me so much joy, because the young people are rising. They're tired. Do you know, 2 days or 3 days ago, I have a relative, right, who is married to someone whose brother almost unalived himself because he was frustrated. The guy had left school, no work, nothing. Yeah. Okay, so a lot of this anger, they are now channeling it correctly. And then with all the drama that's been going on, with all these people coming in and just making people's lives miserable, like all these people doing jungle justice and all of that, people are tired. People want better for themselves. Exactly, they're desperate, they're hungry for the change. This is why Peter Obi is rising. There's something happening, and I'm saying this not because I have all the confidence and I'm putting all my hope in the electoral system, because I know that it is very faulty. I'm saying this because I see people. Remember, people have been talking about these things. People have been complaining about Nigeria, bringing the news out, educating people. This thing didn't start today, right? It's been happening. And that's why you see a lot of awareness is coming and people are beginning to push. Will it change? Absolutely. Will it take time? Whatever time it takes. But the same way they strategically got there, we also have to be strategic in our way in trying to bring it down, because it's not a system that we want.
No, you're absolutely right. I'm going to be in the comments, but I really hope that people vote for him. And I want to mention that people should actually put their money into, because it costs money to run elections. These people are
putting their money into it. There's somebody that came out and gave him $2 million. I know that one. People are putting their, trust me, girl. People are coming behind people. You know the support this man. Me when I did, I support him. I be supporting.
If anybody has a link to their website, again, when I'm not promoting any politician, or you can put any other politicians whatever's link. But if you have a link to the website to us, because it takes so much money. These other people have stolen state funds and government funds to fund their own elections.
Right.
So it doesn't matter if it's tiny, even if it's $10, I can put. If anybody has the link, put it so that we can contribute. Obviously, we don't know how they're going to use it, but It costs money to
Right.
run elections. It costs money to do ads on TV and
Yeah.
newspapers and all those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope we get the Nigeria that we want.
We will. We will. We can't lose hope because why? It's the only country we have. And we don't want it to fall into the same despair that a lot of other countries have fallen. Even though Nigeria has fallen beyond, let's be frank and sincere. But it is still our own to fix, right? While we're still here. So I know Peter Obi has an IG page. I don't know about the link for contributions, right? I don't know yet, but I'm going to look into the page. Or if you're on IG, I think you're on IG, you can check him out on Peter Obi. He has about 300 and something followers, and he's
Okay.
getting up there as well. So you can just see and follow him as well, and maybe get some of the information. And I know Aisha Bello too. I mean Aisha Yusuf. I'm sorry, the lady activist in Nigeria. She also like is pushing really hard for him. So there are a lot of voices behind him, and there's a lot of money behind him as well. I am also looking for a very reliable source that I can send money to as well to support him, because I know that man will need all the help that
And
we can.
prayers.
And prayers. No, the prayers, that one is a given. Nigerian prayers is like 5 and 6.
That's true. They've already
Ah,
prayed prayers
the
in all
ones that
the
will be
churches.
fasting 80 days are already on ground. They dear.
Oh
You
Lord.
you don't know your people. They're already fasting, they're already praying. Marriott, before you go, what was our next topic?
What else? I think we touched on it the last time. It was basically our outlets as people, aside from the fact that we have jobs and we have all the things that we want to do in life. What are our outlets? So, like, what other things are we doing in our lives that bring us happiness, that helps us manage our emotions, help us center ourselves? That's kind of in the vein of what we're talking about. Well, we touched on it a little bit, but we didn't really go into it.
Okay, so what is it outside of our jobs? What other thing gives us joy as individuals?
Exactly. Aside from all the very serious issues that we discuss, like future life partners, work, and family issues, what do we like? What do we enjoy? I think we talked a little bit about the fact that we like to travel, we like to see different places. But some people, have other hobbies. They sew, they make, woodwork, all those things. What does it do for you? How does it change your life? If it's journaling, how is that helping you? How has that impacted your relationships with other people? Things like that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that sounds good. Well, thank you. We can certainly talk about that. Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Bye,
All
everyone.
right. Thank you so much, Marriott. I love the fact that you are at least, because sometimes Nigerians just tune out when it comes to stuff about Nigeria. I know a lot of Nigerians that are tuned out, but for the first time, I'm seeing the interest peak again. So I love the fact that you shared what you shared with us, and we're all learning here. We're all pushing forward. You go better. We go rise.
Amen. In the comments, I'm in the comments.
All right, then enjoy. Okay. Miriam says she likes exercise, caring for herself, reading novels. Okay. So what novel are you reading now, Miriam? What novel? Me, I like to read too. I love to read. Sometimes when I get a good book, I have a friend who just wrote a book. So I just bought her book on Kindle, and that's what I'm reading. So it's called Identity Crisis, but it's not crisis as in crisis, It's Identity Cry, CRY, and then SIS. So I'm reading her book because her story is very, very interesting. And I've been finding it very, very interesting. We all grew up in different parts of the world. She's American. I don't know who MC Bitton is. What kind of books does he or she write? You like YouTube? Me too. Marriott, me and you did there now. Yeah, that's true. YouTube actually makes you learn. Absolutely. I've learned a lot from Okay, mystery novels. Okay, is your favorite genre? Ah, interesting. I like legal books, the likes of John Grisham. I like books like that help you want to figure. It makes me want to figure out what's going on here. I'm thinking, how are we going to resolve this? Sean King's Make Change. Oh, okay. All right, girl. You go, Common Sense Sisters. Our activists. Oh, okay. She writes cozy mystery. Okay. How to fight. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Sean, okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. Agatha Christie. I used to read a lot of Agatha Christie as well. Yeah. What's Martin Luther Cream? Marriott. What does that mean? I like Agatha Christie. I used to read a lot of Agatha Christie, man. Shoo. Ah. I am because we are. Common Sense Sisters. I doff my hat. I remove my hair for now. Yay! All this now heavy book. So me never. I don't read some in the past, but I never read them recently. But that's amazing. Wow. I get recommendations when I'll go check out then. Okay. Well, that's good. Reading for me, when I'm reading, I get away. I'm in a different world, fantasy island. I can actually, as I'm reading, I'm envisioning the scene where it is and the description. I'm like in there with the story. That's how my mind works. So I love reading. Reading is my getaway from getting away sometimes. So when you have a good book, man, it's everything. What's that? And you wonder, what's this? Now they make breakfast. Okay, Common Sense Sisters. Hey.
Yes.
When I draw books, almost challenge me. I'll go back now.
If we not regret it, we get where this common sense go come from.
I'm telling you.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday to you people. How are they now?
We celebrate democracy. Obedient Democracy Day.
When I see what they happen, I say, hey.
You know, say we do on Twitter and on Twitter. Others for where they ask me.
Twitter. Okay.
Yeah. So Twitter, everything they happen. If people like. We talk our channel, make people follow us on Twitter, right? Twitter is where you see what is really going on, not really Instagram. Because Instagram So Twitter is where like what is currently ongoing as it's going. Like for example, after our live show yesterday, we'll go watch another 4-hour Twitter program where people they organize from around the world, grassroots movement, people calling from Kano, Kaduna,
wow.
Into Mo. I don't know if people know her. Mo, she's a Nigerian lawyer as well. For our Twitter page, she had a Twitter space yesterday. People were just calling in. Over 5,000 people were on that live listening. It was at the same time we're doing our live show, so we watched the playback. Yeah, so they were just brainstorming different ideas on how and what they are currently doing, how they are going from village to village in the north.
Ensuring that are you kidding? Just like
and they're also educating. So politics in the north. You have the Christians in the north and you have the Christians in the south, in the different villages, and the people who some of the young Nigerians that are there they're like on ground. They're saying that some of them had volunteered for the big parties in the past, so they have kind of experience and also understanding of their people. There were ideas for jingles of different languages from across. People already they stamp Labour Party and Peter Obi name for hijabs. Grassroots
movement is on. Even today when we wake up, we see different videos from different churches, Catholic, and when they say they will not allow their members into the church without PVC.
No PVC, no communion, no
Twitter is where Twitter is on fire. In fact, we did now. After we finish with your live show, after we don't cook finish, we they do. Oh, they hit my hand for table. Sorry. They do different videos when we go they upload because notice on YouTube people not go one go check Twitter,
not go
go check Instagram.
I don't check Twitter. To me, I don't even and then with all the savages when they did Twitter, say what's the point?
Twitter everywhere na Peter Obi.
Today is obedience day. And I think on our own, what we're doing, like, it's kind of like, we know that some people cannot really go to Twitter. So it's a question of like pulling all the information from everywhere and making it very easy to YouTube so that people that are in the diaspora, especially people that are in the diaspora, they're encouraged and that they don't give up.
This is excellent. Exactly, Marriott. I'm so happy. Wow, common sense is really
encouraged and they don't give up because I know that we understand the fear. People will come and tell you, oh, is it possible? It's not. We're not here for whether it's possible or it's not possible.
Right.
We are here because structure. People be saying, I say, how are you going to do it? You say, well,
the people are the structure. The widows are the structure. The youths are the structure. The poor people of Nigeria are the structure. If you are in doubt, search the hashtag my Peter Obi or just search for Peter Obi anywhere, whether on Instagram, whether on Twitter, whether on Google, whether on YouTube. Once you put Peter Obi there are different videos to show you the track record of this man. And this man now talk and do.
And people are kind of testifying. And you remember you were talking about yesterday on our live show that you're speaking of the language and all those things. Even with your mommy, when you do them, even if you don't want to show your mommy face, you do them as like WhatsApp audio. Your mama speak the language. Then she comes down for WhatsApp.
Or you post them for your YouTube channel. Yeah. You do your own language. You like, speak them.
Yesterday,
you post them. It goes spread.
Yes, like yesterday, if to say we sabi speak, then the only thing when they pay us because we not sabi really speak Urobo. If to say we sabi speak our language, yesterday we for enter the language. That's why we encourage people who come to our platform if they want to speak for certain things when we know how people go hear because language get where they touch.
They touch person. When you speak language of person, you have their heart.
Go touch their soul. Where they come from, you narrate everything. You go they feel into their emotion. They make them they understand. You get what I mean? So people that even have their language, they can speak
because they can people on Twitter are already doing that. People don't already they transcribe Peter Obi's speeches for different languages.
Now they're not even Hausa and Yoruba. They are focusing on even different the smaller languages in the south, in the intricate of different people's villages because politics in Nigeria is not the same everywhere. But one way to get to the people, like the Northerners. Now yesterday we find out say the Northerners they get their own blog, like Southerners get all this in their KG blog and all those things. So their own radio, they have their own distance. So
and for the northern part, they say now the fathers of the home they kind of decide how a family go vote. Yes. So if you win like the father of the home and the
the women in
the home too, all of the family they go follow you. Vote.
They get advice on tips on how the way people are just coming also giving advice about like the fact that Peter Obi need to when you go north, you need to break down to the level of the Northerners and say in your farmland. What am I going to even if it's to renovate a mosque or some like simple things. So like there's a lot of information sharing and gathering of intelligence.
You know the funny part of this thing. People just organize this thing. Not be say Peter Obi.
People they take them on their own.
They say people know Peter Obi Labour Party. Not be they ask people. Now people just on their own. People don't get done. Even for Nigeria wedding yesterday, said Peter Obi. The man named this. It's a good virus. Nigerians do not be discouraged. If you don't know about Peter Obi and you are an enlightened person, that is not an excuse. A simple Google search. You will have your feel like the man. If I tell you, say I sleep, I dream, I see this man for my head. He lives rent free.
Wow.
Somebody be so pure, be so good. The amount of good things he did for Anambra State. Why be say Nigerians who go they hide good thing? Now it is time. Anybody when this is a ray of sunshine, this is a breath of fresh air. All of us now hope died on 2020 October 20 when the Kasala people for NSAS. This is the time and our opportunity for renewed hope. Diasporans, as we talk about our channel, you think you don't have power. We tell you now yesterday for life to say your money, Your forex is your power. You are sending money home every single time, every week. Nigeria bad, send money home. No drugs, send money home. Mommy is sick, send money home. If Nigeria is working, your brothers and sisters, your parents and all your family, extended friends, they're not going to ask you for money because they will be able to get their pension. They will be able to get paid on time. They will have good leaders that will install good universities, good roads. So if they send money, go back home. And the people when they send money, go home to, they never get their PVC. It means that they don't want Nigeria to work. So if you're sending money back home, everybody show me your PVC video and then I go remit. No PVC, no remitting of forex. Because Nigerian government too, they benefit when we send our dollars go back home. They benefit every time when the money go land bank. Now there they go collect dollars. So when they go give our people the money, sometimes the bank no go remit the extra when they're supposed to give our people. So this is it's not an excuse. Everybody must wake up. As people they spread bad news for WhatsApp and Nigeria, make we use that same tool. Make we they spread the gospel of Peter Obi. It is on us. We don't they say we not get leader. We don't know who this one will be. Peter Obi gets experience. He's not too young, he's not too old. He gets experience from the public and private sector. This is a man that became a billionaire in his tech. This is a man that the people in the UK, the banks in the UK, they saw his dream and they invested about £10,000, if I'm not mistaken, in his dream.
At the time.
He has lived in the UK for 10 years. He has studied in different universities. The man don't gather experience. This is a man that will make Nigeria work. He's a man that will take Nigeria to the permanent side. We need a leader that has good heart. Nigerians, we cannot miss opportunities because we are abroad, we go benefit them. You know, go sweet you when you go abroad, they say, I am a Nigerian. Do you know who my president is? My president is Peter Obi, the most educated president on the planet. The man that has the kindest man, the man that is humble, the man will be talk and do. He no go sweet you as Nigerians. Are you not tired? When you hold that green passport, when you're passing through border security, when you are passing through immigration, when you hold a green passport that has value, a president that cares for the people, Nigerians, our own, you don't do. The sleeping giant of Africa is awake. Not the only youth go fit do this one. I don't know where go. I don't know where this video go spread go, but we need this video to spread go. So as they talk for here, make sure say you share this
They give and the like
button. They share the video. They like the video.
Call your family.
Subscribe. Good thing.
Exactly.
Call your family
for village meeting.
Make we they attend this village meeting. No, nobody go do it for us. Nobody go do it. It's up to you to enlighten every single person that you know. Yesterday I spoke to my mama yesterday. As they talk, I said, okay, mommy, where's your PVC? Do you have your PVC? He don't get the PVC.
Yeah.
He gets the PVC.
Even,
so we know they talk.
I tell you, even this morning when I call my mama, I don't even think when I speak to her for phone. When I call her today, I say, mommy, Mingo. He said, Brendo. He said, I say, you're looking beautiful. How you doing now? He said, we just arrange our PVC. No, those things. I know what. Make another thing. Oh my, I got the thing. Say, if he lead you, your spirit lead you for your show anything. He need you to speak your language, mix and with everything, because now the heart of the people, we have to silence the fear.
You don't want people heart for meaning I'm still okay. I don't tell them.
Let me tell you what our leader Peter Obi they take. He said, don't only listen to my educations or my this or whatever I told you. Go and verify. And that is what we did. We are drunk on Peter Obi. We they watch the man video, they give us peace. Yesterday we watched a video that showed like a day in the life of Peter Obi. What did they do? The house where they stay, how they serve. This man has been in service for a long time. You can do that. You can when you love something, you will find and you will search for it. So Nigerians, it is time. On March 1st this year, as we talk about our platform, part of the bills that was put forward for the lawmakers in Nigeria was to allow people in diaspora to vote. Obviously, they denied that bill. If people from Nigeria they do voter suppression, now we went there abroad, they go vote. Now some diasporas who are powerless, you're not powerless. So that money when you say go back Nigeria, whether not for investments or to help your family, hold them tight until people on ground show you that they that have the privilege of voting are going to utilize their voters card and voters rights. No send them any shishi. No shishi, no remitting.
Otherwise, if you continue to descend without making them understand the importance of civic responsibility, you are contributing to corruption. You are enabling corruption.
This is true.
Now we see for video today, the amount of priests and the pastors way close door, they tell their members, say, no PVC, no service, no PVC.
Wow.
They talk about the importance of they talk about one of their preachers, they talk, say, I'm standing here for God and for man. It is important that you have your PVC. Our community, even in the villages, they talk, I don't know, but like, it is possible. Impossible one more year.
You know, so when they say spiritual leaders, what are you doing now? We don't see the good ones. So, and when we see good things, we go applaud them.
Yeah, definitely in the coming weeks we're going to share all that. But so like it's possible.
It's possible.
I know,
it's possible.
I know that people will come and talk about the past and all those things. But look at many of our people in Nigeria, we are displaced. Many of us, they suspect ourselves. Is it normal that some places for churches now for Nigeria now, as I speak with you today, from some of the ones where we even see some of them, they carry shakapo. I know go talk. You know, some of them, they carry shakapo. They go church because they fear make people not come buy them for church because of waiting happen for Owo. Everybody, touch everybody. That be the thing. So the thing we say we need to talk them. We know say all these things. It go cause fight for family. It go cause fight between marriage. But if we vote the right leader, people marriages go dey sweet. They be like yori. When you have a good leader and man propose marriage to his wife get something when she dey do. Man get something when he dey do. He manage them. They no go get to go dey displaced and they run come abroad. Come they suffer themselves. When we say they don't go to school for all the strike for Nigeria, can't try to they work hard. It is because of Peter Obi's decision. That's why the ASU strike that is affecting all the federal universities today in Nigeria is not affecting Anambra State University. They are in session.
If you are in doubt, make una just go. If you are anytime you are in doubt, maybe the Peter Obi this is not to consume you. Take your mind off. Go and watch Your Excellency on Netflix.
Yeah, to give you hope.
It will give you hope and power on what how sweet it is to have a good president in Nigeria. You go understand. Maybe that's the time when you go understand where we they come from. So fellow Nigerians, don't be discouraged. Person got is saying Peter Obi can you not get structure. Tell the person I am his structure.
You know, some people go say, you know, some people like romance. The video talk say when money enter, love is sweeter. We they talk say when better structure day, when better leader day.
Love
go dey sweet.
You know what sweet you? Then when you go back Nigeria, you don't have to worry about they go kidnap you, they go do this. The president is working. Won't it be sweet for you to say, I'm going back to my country to have a resortful holiday? I'm traveling to a resort in my country. As people they talk say, I'm going to my village.
Taking people to my village. Even for our the thing is that have the conversation. Don't be afraid.
Do not be afraid.
And people are going to come with, you don't understand politics. We don't need to understand anything, but we understand poverty. We understand insecurity. Insecurity, we understand. We understand ASU strike. Now, those basic things we understand. Now we go debate. What are the options we have on ground? Is it possible that there's hope? We went there abroad. Is it possible there's anything we can do to enable and all that? It's important that every individual, Nigerians, know they wait for person to give you where to go and find good information. When nobody they give you how to and where to find bad information. Come on, your civic responsibility, go find them out. Make up your mind and your decision. If there's anybody you can encourage, your father, your mother, your grandparents, those of you when you get children for abroad, use on our children as emotional kind of comfort to talk to their grandparents. Say, Dad, you know me. I want to be able to understand village meeting. Nah, the only person where they hold village meeting now, one person they call Moyes Corner on YouTube. But also it would be nice. No Moyes Corner don't talk about village meeting under the tree, sharing food and talking.
I want to go to Nigeria,
things.
But mommy said it's not safe. But if you elect Peter Obi into the office, we know that he will tackle insecurity. Daddy and grandpa and grandma vote for Peter Obi. I want to see you. I want my passport to be working. I want to have my green passport. I want to be able to come to the village to meet you. I want to see my cousins. I want to see my Nigerians,
Grandpa, I want to know. Grandpa, I want to know where you went to school. I want to know the history of the hometown. I don't want to learn it only on Facebook. Grandpa, parents that are in the diaspora, use your children. Tell them the stories. Use them to talk to your grandparents. They soften their hearts. The grandparents, they sabi they manipulate the children, but they know grandchildren.
Yes.
Understand that. And sometimes the grandparents go want to say, okay, take this or take this thing, my grandchild. No, grandpa.
Grandpa, no PVC, I'm not taking.
Grandpa, it go be like TikTok challenge. Grandpa, how many friends in Nigeria we told them to get PVC? Grandpa, this is grandma, this. So, it is sweet us now.
Honestly, I don't see some people for here because of Peter Obi, they are riding.
Yes,
so they don't do well. They person even recommend say make him make una PR for here.
as they rise, so make una they rise the thumbs up button because make una they share good thing. Make una they share good thing. It go nice to share this video, share this live video. Tell people say there's something called village meeting. They say, what does village meeting talk about? Ask them, say, you know they do village meeting when you dey young. When you dey young for Nigeria, you know I be. Now so it be for year. Everything and anything is spoken about in village meeting. Now we don't enter politics now. People like romance. Our people like to the kwanga. They like to the knack.
If you like it, just know love is sweeter when Peter Obi is president. Anywhere you go,
all of them where they like Bekus, they like Bola, they like Toshalaye, they like Toshayo, everything. All those things, they like all those things. If country not settle, Macademus no go sweet.
He not go sweet.
You don't hear with all the knacking where they do with light no day. You not see the reproduction of more poverty and more pain.
Nothing go sweet when NEPA bring light to.
When there's constant electricity.
Nothing go sweet when road smooth when you drive to your house.
Nothing go sweet when they say security.
When security they when peace there, you know they worry. Nothing go sweet when you get peace of mind.
I'm telling you, nothing go sweet when you say the only prayer when you go to pray, you know, go be prayer against death, prayer against this. You go be like prayer for longer life, more prosperity,
more energy,
more energy.
Not the kind speak
more doing.
For Nigerians to change PowerPoint. God don't tire to hear God I beg go make I just work as a No, God don't tire for that kind of prayer. God is tired of God I beg as they reach us now make life just they know. God said Nigerians get your PVC. This is the voice of God. Go and get your PVC. Go and vote Peter Obi. Nigerians know they pray to me for simple basic amenities. Now Peter Obi go give you those ones as president.
So that is one of the things. It's true because everybody suffer one way. Imagine man will go work now for Nigeria.
You know, say make we tell na for Twitter say if man they ask you out and you not get PVC, not go follow and not give a number.
No PVC,
if
no relationship.
If woman accept you as marriage person or whatever, you be man when you ask him out. If the woman not get PVC, make una if two of them not get PVC, make una go on dates on INEC line to get your PVC. Long
Logos.
Your man on a date on the line of PVC.
Not true now, because look at those people that met during ENSA. Some of them got married because they have mutual value system. Now you will take those couple when they engage them, when they meet, come date, engage themselves.
Love on campaign ground.
Love on campaign ground. You want them to say they don't go get this united front now to follow the right path. Now be the thing. Love on campaign ground. All those people, all of them, when they talk say some men are very stingy, and when they take us out, they can't pay for all these things. I'm a champagne girl and all those things. Madam change from being a champagne girl, being on the line for the PVC. We get to know her and him better because they don't go feel out of their frustration about that, so they go speak. You go to say, I'm getting to know this man, but I go get my PVC and I go snap selfie. Una go do one found love on the line registration. The hashtag
powered by Peter Obi and Labour Party.
Not be powered by. It will be like it will be powered by civic responsibility.
Right.
And as you do whatever it is that anybody does, just do it with empathy and kindness.
Yes.
The intention is more important than the results you are looking for. Not they look for. Not expect that when you tell somebody when you tell somebody, they will automatically agree. No, sow your seeds and go. You know, that's it. Thank you.
Wow. In fact, you guys have, thanks for this loaded information. Because I saw a few clips here and there, and I saw one, and I think there was a show. Was it Falls that was having the show?
Yesterday, in Lagos, Tafawa Balewa Square. They're having one.
Yeah, the Tafawa Balewa. They were saying you have to have your PVC or something like that. I was so moved, and I saw when they had the roundtable meeting with all the different artists. You know, so I was like, you know what, this is the push that we need. Somebody had posted, I think it was Marriott that was saying they should go to the village, but you already there's that happening.
Marriott, go on Twitter.
Go on Twitter.
Don't be afraid of Twitter. Don't be afraid of Twitter.
If you're ever talking about the market women and whatever, Omoye was suggesting Brekete Family's video. Watch the two videos.
Yes.
You go see when one mama
you see that mama for
that mama when they sit down for the accountant.
Yes,
she
the
speak now.
accountants.
She get roots of market men, whatever, and all those things. So you understand.
Yeah, it's true. Don't just sometimes when there's hope like this,
search it out. It's already
just search it out. I mean, just search it out. And sometimes we think that because we're not searching it out, or because we think we're not getting
on ground there.
Yeah, sometimes you think that things are not working, that not happening on ground. They are happening on ground, and we know and the thing about this movement is that nobody focus on opposition.
Yes,
they focus on educating, enlightening, and awareness of those that don't know the name and know the Labour Party. The Labour Party logo, which is made up of father, mother, made up of human being, father, a mother, and a child.
Because on election day, that's where people will vote for. Peter Obi's face will not be on the ballot, it will be the Labour Party logo. So everybody, most of us, most people obedient on Twitter, people that are following Mr. Peter Obi, we have all changed our logo, our what do they call this picture for here, DP, to be the Labour Party logo with Obi under. So that one,
I see what you mean. Like you guys are you guys are okay.
Put it on our face so that people get used to the logo. As people get used to umbrella and broom, now we know umbrella and broom.
No,
now
I wanted to see family
Labour
working
Party,
together,
Labour Party and everything.
Yeah.
I think I will do that too for my
WhatsApp or something.
For my Instagram, WhatsApp. And at some point, maybe my YouTube channel too, so that people will get used to seeing it. Thank you so, man. You guys brought information. I really appreciate. If I thought I don't appreciate, and I lie. Honestly,
we go appreciate now. You know, not say you shake your fire with ideas yesterday. You shake the table of common sense. Now, Neka from
hello. Yes, so Neka has landed.
Neka from Houston.
Hello, my people.
How you doing now? Good afternoon, no.
I did. Good afternoon, no, my Canadian people.
Top of the hour to you, ma.
California chick.
Have you?
They're fine.
Now God, now because of now make me they fine, no. Now they make me shine. You know, say now people be person wet. Now people be like well too, not be money.
That's how it's supposed to be. We thank God for His grace.
Now people they make people fine, not be money. No matter how much money you get, if you don't get anybody for your side, now problem. Now ugliness be that now.
That's true. That is true. But I just want to piggyback on what the Common Sense Sisters are saying. Like, if you get on Twitter, you know, people in Nigeria, especially the youths, they are doing things. I'm telling you, there was a conversation that was going on, and people were asking, okay, so what do you want me to bring for people that are going to be in line for their PVCs? Do you need water? Do you need refreshments? I've never ever experienced it with Nigerian people when it comes to elections. I mean, people are doing things. You just need to see. So don't think, it's going to be rigged. It's going to be Bola Tinubu and all of that. Just do your part. We are not there. Really, the only thing we can do is what we're doing now, what the Common Sense Sisters are doing, what you are doing, and other people out there that I don't know about. So I just think people should just do it. Enough of the oppression. We're so used to oppression. We don't even know if it's bad anymore.
Yes.
I mean, one big man will build a house the end of the street. That road that leads to that house is filled with potholes and ditches. But because you want to oppress, you build your house at the end of that street, you'll be coming out of the ditch. The Yorubas will say sunkere fakere. You coming out, you going, you come out, you going until you get to your house, so they can say Babato Nilenlambe, that man with the big house. Oppression is too much, and we don't know any difference, and the country is embedded in corruption. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
I want my kids to go home, but I can't take them home. Who will I tell my story to?
Hey,
we'll be inside. They cannot be free. So what's the point?
Exactly. Can't go to the farm.
I'm telling you, I've lived here more than half of my life. I've lived here for 20-something years, but I still miss home.
Of course.
I still miss home. I just look at the pictures of my high school online like a week ago, whatever, and I was crying all by myself.
Can you imagine?
Because it just, I remember those days. that we used to walk. I'll spend my money for transportation to your lawn, and I'll walk home with my friends. Just that, those, those things. People can't even do that anymore. They are scared that somebody will snatch their kid.
Yes.
So let's just think about all that. Omoye, you know how it started, eh? Remember when we used to have the public taps that will fetch water? All of a sudden, that one disappeared. Then lights started going too. Then, it just gradually, year in, year out, started deteriorating. And we just watch. And these people spend all our money. And these are the people we'll bow to.
Yes.
I don't understand why you bow to your oppressor. What is wrong with us Black people, especially Nigerians, because I don't know any other country in Africa. What is going on with us? Do the right thing. Just close your eyes and do the right thing for a better tomorrow for that Nigeria that we all came from.
Exactly.
We grew up there. What I mean, I looked at somebody sent me a picture of the street I grew up on. I said, which street? Potholes, everybody. It looks like a market. How can a place keep deteriorating? The only industry that is doing well is the entertainment industry. Everything else has gone to hell. Why? How can you be sharing dollars? We talk about dollars in Nigeria more than America. They don't even say anything to you in Naira anymore. Why is that? Why do we hate our own culture, our own things, our own everything that we know? We decide to chip them away gradually. So let's do the right thing this time. Time, let's do the right thing, my people.
And in fact, Neka, you've said it, because I'm very happy. You know why I'm very happy? I'm very happy because a lot of people, just like yourself, common sense sisters, people are passionate about. I've never seen this type of passion. No, I'm not going to lie to you. In previous elections, it has never been like this.
No.
For the first time, people are pushing the young people. Before young people consign us. Now they're the ones now leading and saying no. It has to change.
Yes.
People are reminding them. Have you people forgotten toll gates? What happened? Have you people forgotten the things that are happening in the north? Have you people forgotten the one that happened, the kidnap, all the things? They're calling it out. They're like, no, it has to change.
It has to change.
I like what you said. Like, people should stay focused. Don't be saying, oh, maybe what are the chances of this person? What are the focus on you. What do you want to see? Focus on that and vote for the person that you feel you're motivated by, which to me is Peter Obi.
Yeah.
Because I've heard enough information. Yes. I watched his entire when he was talking to Brekete family. I watched it. I did not move. I didn't want to move, so I didn't want to miss it. It was on my phone, though, but I was like this. I was glued.
If not for his accent, I would have checked again if the man was Nigerian.
Accent, Bawo, can accent he help? The guy
I said, where did he come from?
Anambra man.
That he did those things.
Yes, Anambra man. So you still say tribalism na lie, the facade.
Please spare me the details.
They don't separate Nigerians. Now that angle they don't use for Nigerians for the longest time. Divide and conquer, divide and conquer, divide and conquer. They don't continue them. They still want to try use them. This man is from Anambra. Personally, I say let him speak Igbo. Forget. Let them get interpreter. You see, we need to get used to our own. It is him that is going to be president, and I believe so. God, because God, even the creator of the world, knows that no, this my people. Let me see how much they push this and make it happen for themselves, and then I will them. Because the truth is that we don't need all this presentation. Like somebody was saying one time when we were talking about this Nigerian election, and I was passionate about Peter Obi based on the things that seen and heard about him. She now said, I beg you, we need somebody who can speak proper English. I'm like, please, who the proper English don't help? You when they speak the proper English, it don't help you. Proper English. This is
Proper
our
English.
Where we get now? Which kind English they speak?
Please, that person next time, I beg, may the person tell you, say, we need somebody that have proper English. Ask her, please show me your qualifications, please. I just want to see your qualifications and your resume.
People when be English people, they speak proper English. Borrowed language. It's a combination of different languages, Greek and Latin or so. So where they say speak proper English.
Me, I just want to
understand them.
I just want the person, make the person just tell me where you go school, what will be the person qualification, where the person don't work, and whether they don't invest, whether somebody from a foreign country and a foreign land has invested in their business before. When you ask Peter Obi, who are you? First of all, tell you that I'm a trader.
And I live in Onitsha.
Yes,
and I did not need police people. When they invited me to Abuja, they said that there's a come with a lot of police. I told them, what do I need the police for?
They don't need me. My ABC has to stay in Anambra.
I called the IG at the time to arrange police for me in Abuja. And when I went for the meeting, only me, I went for my meeting in Abuja. After the meeting in Abuja, I gave the policeman 5,000 naira. They were very, very in Abuja. When Obasanjo said they were coming to visit,
I told them I don't have presidential villa.
I told them, and I said, Obasanjo, will you be willing to sleep in my house?
In the governor's lodge.
And I told my wife, I said, my wife, 2 of us are one. Abby, let us go to the hotel across the street. And Obasanjo, he spent 3 days, 3 nights in my bedroom. That is where he slept.
We did not have presidential vehicle. We went to the neighboring states and borrowed presidential vehicle for Obasanjo.
That is what happened. And that is waste of money. So Obasanjo, my wife went to the hotel across the government house.
And we stayed there. Why did they impeach me in Anambra State? They said I was saving too much money. I went to court, I sued them and I won. This is the voice of the president. I know they sweet tonight.
Exactly.
The accent, not the tutorial now.
See,
which accent?
Not be who go speak English. English help. Even with all the degrees, if you like get all the degrees, are you ready to work? Are you a mechanic? Do you have a vision? Because I tell you, education not qualify anybody.
You
willing to dip your hand in the soil. That is what I care about.
If no one believes it, I have not seen, since that interview, I have not seen anyone that said is lying. If you don't believe it, go and listen and then watch out for anyone that said is lying. Everyone that has spoken up has said it's true, that this is what he did when he was a governor of Anambra State. So people, no one can deny it. They can't say he's lying.
Exactly.
They can't. And everybody, they don't say Peter Obi, no, they drop shishi. So anybody that is
a man of principle, he said for that Brekete family to say, they said I'm not making people happy. I told them I'm not a comedian. I'm not here to make people happy. I'm here to work. I'm here to work.
That's a servant. Common sense, sister. That's a servant. You serve your people. You're supposed to be. If people see themselves as servants, that would make things better for their lives. They don't see themselves as servants. As soon as they get into position, they want to. Should I use the word buga now? They want to
They want to be served.
They want to be served, and you'll be chopping my money. I want me to serve you. Hey,
exactly.
101.
You know, and you know what? There was, I think, when he moved from APC and decided to go to Labour Party, when he gave PDP, right? PDP to Labour Party, right?
Yes.
Okay. When I think it was Channels TV, they interviewed him. I'm not desperate to be president.
I'm desperate to see a Nigeria that's working.
Exactly. That's what he said. I was like, oh my goodness.
The man have been I get everything.
Make a talker for an accent.
I better talk.
Listen to me. I'm not desperate to rule Nigeria. No. But I'm desperate to see Nigeria working. That is it. I'm desperate to see Nigeria. So, it will be who will be the structures. The structures are the people. The structures will be the poor people, the youths,
They're widows.
the market people. That will be the structures.
Yes.
And now we be the structure. He not even know say again international structure. That's not the thing. Not be only local. When I mean local, I mean the people on ground.
Best way they don't go open website for.
My Peter Obi.com.
Please.
I don't understand.
Please help your unbelief, my fellow Nigerians. My fellow people those of you who never get to Nakpali. Help your unbelief. There is hope. There's possibility of hope. And this hope is verifiable. This hope is verifiable. This hope not they tell you, say, when you vote for me, I will build a road. When you vote for me, I will do this. This hope come with their resume of past experience. Say, when they gave me the budget, the money, when I gave Anambra State, there was nothing. I made debt. But when I was living in Anambra State, I left $500 million in bonds for Anambra State.
Yes, we left money.
Yes, Anambra State is not paying me any pension. Anambra State is not paying me. Anambra State is not paying me pension. Anambra State is not paying me gratuity.
Nigerians.
I don't need it. It is public.
The first governor, we will not yet say they go to fight for senatorial seats or to be minister after becoming governor. You know, they retire in government. After he finished in governmental duties, he went to go and do other things to prepare himself for this moment that we are in now. We cannot lose this opportunity.
Wow. Honestly, we can't. We
No PVC, no remittance.
No PVC, no remittance.
Not talking about
Now you be our Peter. You are doing such a great work impersonating him, man.
This is how much we have been watching him. We don't talk like Peter. We they go mad for this house.
Honestly, as it you truly talk be that. I'm like, this man is, like you said, Nneka, man, a true servant at heart.
Yes.
That's the type of leaders we should be raising. Those are the type of leaders we need, not the ones where they go chop. They want chop their great grandchildren who join. Not them, only them. Now in their name here, we are done with the greed. It's too much. Broad daylight, they don't reap, they don't collect everything. Broad daylight robbery. Now they do Nigeria. I still they wonder how that country they stand with all the billion where you go they hear say that they swallow.
Carry money with Ghana must go. Now what?
They tell us snake and monkey.
When they come up for presidential election, people they see 100 million to get form and nearly failed.
After they drop 100 million, they can't say that they deferred to their daddy way be bats. Oh, I confirm my bat. I tell you, say for 12 hours, our eye was glued to Arise News Live.
You know
the APC primary.
You know, say for that time, some people that time who would they watch the APC primary? I know they like they call their name the Broom primary. Where bats now holding that acronym for the person that is flag bearer right now. So we call say the Arise News correspondents go to talk, say even behind my back they are selling sweets right now
and chewing stick
for people who want to brush, people who want to clean their teeth right now.
Wow.
And then when people they come, now they will come find out that most of the delegates they are not also enlightened.
They don't
can't write
English. They can't read. They can't
even
write.
when they translate in their language, they don't even understand. So they help them to write the names. So then on that day, on the following day, when they count the results, they
void
75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 100.
Oh, but did that thing really happen?
We post up for our Instagram stories. God.
Let me tell you, people, it happened.
I saw it, but I thought it was just a joke.
Not a joke.
Even the Senate president, he's shocked.
He open mouths.
That is a glimpse of how the Broom want to try. They say they want.
I said they made about 7 votes. 7 of the delegates votes, I think, void because either their handwriting was not legible or get kwanga. They don't understand.
You would think that such a party or whatever we use pictures as the aspirant for their people to vote because of education and all that, people will look at their this thing, right? But that's not what happened. And throughout the night, they kept on announcing and trying to raise more confusion here and there. You know, when people over announce
12 hours we were watching.
People were sleeping.
We not sleep that night.
People were sleeping on the floor.
Even on stage, they sit down, they chop. People, they hawk different things.
I'm telling you.
On Eagle Square.
On Eagle Square, people were hawking. Shelly stick candies.
Yeah, see, Miriam, you see the video. Miriam, narrate video. It's not this. We watch and live.
Somebody called it that day. Now we call it type. Somebody called it troll us for the comment section. Normally, a common sense that we know they usually answer trolls. But this one, my body comes with me. The person called it say we they do clouds. Now I tell the person say me we will see you for Eagle Square. They buy shoe stick and ice cream. The person to come back.
I saw that.
You saw that?
You did it.
Yes.
We didn't look for the person not come back. See why this
he didn't call in. No.
The person did not come. The person did not come back.
So why you not go come back?
On that distance, and they all know what they are doing. So when they toy with people's, and people will always follow their leaders. That's the thing. That's why when we have somebody that's a good leader, we that understand and we use whatever resources and think outside the box to enlighten people out of love, empathy, genuine empathy, and language. You know, because you know, some people, especially men, they like to use political jingle. Oh, in the southwest, in the southeast, in the bear parlor, Baba. If electricity, they will not say Nigeria is ready to party after party. For people, house, businesses are suffering. Peter, he said the bedrock of Nigerians are the small and medium businesses. The small and medium Nigerians are very hardworking. Nigerians are very, very hardworking. Oh, if we get
resilient.
Yes, Nigerians are very hardworking. And I tell people that in every country, not they say our country now really over bad. Now because we be citizens, now we know intricately.
Yes.
Other countries get bad people, but when the leader is good, no matter how it is, it has something that it does to the people because people is natural, they follow their leader, especially the actions of their leaders.
And another thing, this is my own selfish take. As leader go fine, in wife too fine, the country too go fine.
Yes, so my wife.
If you elect war leader, Nigeria go war.
If you elect leader, when you say the eye, they always they blink. Leader way talk say, Bat talk say he go eliminate people. He talk on that day for their campaign for their APC this thing. Say we eliminate them. Words are very powerful.
And you must read between the lines.
And out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks.
The mouth speaketh.
Those words are very powerful, but we know they focus on her. It's good as they undermine Labour Party. It's okay. Let them be undermined.
Say that again. I didn't catch that.
Oh, Bat talk say on that time when they do their broom this thing for Eagle Square when they come flag bearer. Bat talk say speech. He said we will eliminate them all.
The people of this thing.
We will eliminate
you probably have to watch its speech.
Okay.
And then you kind of understand where we're coming from.
Lines, right? So it's like it's something that, and the good thing is that nobody we know they really focus on the broom or the umbrella. Broom umbrella now they feel say they get structure. What is their structure? Nigerian money. And because every day Nigeria doesn't understand their basic rights on how to challenge and how the law can work for them. Because just as they are bad judges, they are also good judges. They're also bad lawyers. And they're also good lawyers.
Overrule Peter Obi's impeachment for
Anambra. He challenged it.
Yes. Even after his opposition, people that tried to impeach him, they had already seen those judges before. Peter Obi said he don't know any of them yet. They ruled in his favor. Now, when he even see one of the judges for airport at Heathrow, London, he must have been Gate 5 because that Gate 5 now all Nigerians pass. He must have been Gate 5 in Heathrow.
Yeah, you can't talk.
Now the judge content and say, Mr. Peter Obi, you know, I was one of the judges in your impeachment trials and whatever and all those things.
He said, because you know them.
When Nigerians know the law, when you read and study their constitution, there are things that will work for you. We just need the right people in the right
because
place.
if we are educated, imagine we talked yesterday now about patriotism. This is the first time all of us we are seeing this level of patriotism. And what is patriotism? When you carry your civic responsibility on your heads.
Yes.
That's it. Without anybody having to pay you or having to convince you and all that. Why are we able to know all these things? Because we're educated and we're enlightened.
And we choose to
also read about them. So imagine the granite seller.
Another thing I said, I don't know at what point you guys joined the Common Sense Sisters was.
At the time when we type in, we joined.
Okay. So what I had said that for people, they get some people when they say they get a political interest, they go Nigeria, all of a sudden they want contest as president. Unity, start from the grassroots, go help your village people first. This footballer from Senegal, when they change in people's life of village for his first contract, when he signed, the guy they sign him for one of the football teams. The money when he gets, he go use and build hospital for him people.
For a village, yes. I remember the guy. I know the guy.
Exactly. They call they laugh for the phone when they use because when they laugh he know what they take him money do. All the people see this civic responsibility and everybody responsibility. Anybody when want to do something, let it not be a selfish motivation. Go back, help your people first. Your mama get house, your papa get house, rain they fall, beat them for inside the house. Change the lives of the people from the grassroots up. Do you know who your local government chairman is? Because the truth is that, yes, by the grace of God, na Peter Obi. But if the local government chairman, na Godzilla, they swallow money. House of Rep, they swallow money. The governor, they swallow money. No matter what Peter Obi is trying to do at the top, he not go reach where those people do.
You are absolutely right.
Civil responsibility is you and I. Where you they stay? Who be your local government chairman? Are you consistently pushing for the right people to be in the right positions so that the change that is coming, you will see the effect of it? My hope is that as Peter Obi, listen to him, the people when they're there around, from the local government to the governorship to the senatorial, I just want people to change those people. Some people don't Senate House for years, decades. What did they see they do? Remove them. I don't know how they remove. I don't know the process of removal, whether they vote them out or whether they have to wait for another election year. All these things need to be in place too. In as much as we're trying to push that we need the right president, he needs the right people in his hemisphere that will help him change this thing. Because the village needs to be feeling the impact. If the village feels the impact of what that man is doing, they will know the importance of, now the man went, our local government chairman, this man, they do better work. He don't give us water. Now they give us lights. Now, you understand what I'm saying? So I don't know how the process, the local government chairmanship, how they vote, how the House of Rep, and then from the governor, and then Senate, those things, those arms, they need to be taken care of. Anybody that is going home, say you want to go and impact change, start from your village. Do they know you in your village? What have you done for your village people? Build your way up. Ensure that there's change. Leave change in your village so that people will come beg you for your house. Say, come, please, we want you to be our chairman. We want you to be our governor. You don't go need to continue. You see, as Peter Obi the rest, Pepe the rest, all he does is just talk and testify as to what he has done. Now, people, they carry a matter for head. Why? It is as a result of his heart of servitude. So as we they push, as we they pray, as we they hope for the president, let's also understand that there's he get where the man feel do reach, even when he gets there. It is up to the people in the local levels to hold the people they vote in or choose accountable to make sure that whatever is coming to them, they are getting it. Hey, Jim, Miss B, welcome. Thank you for joining. You know, everyone, exactly. If you know anybody in the Labour Party, vote all the people from their local government all the way, vote all of them in. Because we need to see a change in hands, in the way they run things. We can't just leave it. Peter Obi is a president. He can only do so much. He's not going to come down from presidency and go and start. I hope that he does not move into Aso Rock, because that place, there's something fundamentally wrong with it. Let him go somewhere else, not Aso Rock. In fact, they should demolish that place. Anyway, I digress. Vote all the Labour Party. Marriott, not true. Labour Party, make them select better people from local government all the way so that they change. If he goes in and it's the same old people that are around him, he's in trouble. They will not let him see the light of day. Whatever he wants to do, they will sit on it. Senate, House of Rep, governors, all those people, local government, they need to be held accountable. If you are in a state, if you're in a township, wherever, find out who your local government chairman is. Find out who he is so that you know who you are choosing to sit in that position. Don't go and choose your brother. You know your brother does not know how to keep his hands to his pocket, but because it's your brother, oh, you want to remove those sentiments. You need someone that will do the work. If your brother is doing the work, why not? But if he's not doing the work, don't allow him get the seat.
Yes, Omoye, we've put the link to the Twitter space yesterday. It's about 3 hours and 55 minutes for anybody who is interested in watching. I think on Twitter you can watch it on a 1.5 or 2 speed or whatnot. So people can actually, if you're interested, listen to what people on ground and also in diaspora had to say with all these computers. We're all basically saying the same thing, and most of us don't know each other, which is very funny.
Exactly.
The exact same thing. People spoke about what you were saying too about Labour Party also doing their own parts and showing more of themselves and members of their party too, and also their track records, so that they can start penetrating through other arms of government. Obviously, now it's not going to all happen in a day, but at least now grassroots movement. So as it don't take 60 years to put evil for Nigeria, we go need equally that amount, same amount of time to kind of restructure and put everything in place. But when we have good people in power, things go better for us. For example, now we know that Banky W is in PDP. We know him as a good person.
Yeah,
he has
good content of character,
track record. They try, if not be say video of proof come out, say they try to reach that place. You know, he won the first time. After the video went viral, they can't give the ticket to another person. They can't redo the election again. He can't win the second time. So he now the flag bearer of the PDP for the Etiosa.
For the Etiosa local government.
He has tried with his own party before, which he kind of created, but that did not work. He didn't win the last time. So he transitioned to PDP. So that one, I think, the good person.
Yeah.
When person go say if I did for Etiosa, I know Banky W, I know in good track record. I want Banky W to represent.
So it's more like looking at the content of character, because somebody can be like, oh, because it's a PDP, then they will not vote for him in Etiosa local government or all those things.
No, they will not vote at all.
Or you will not vote at all. Then you miss the chance of somebody, a good person with a good track record, content of character. That's the thing, content of character. He has tried on his own and seen everything he went through, and it's like, okay, how the desire to help his people, his local government, where he's starting from, it was more important than himself having experience creating his own party. And it's like,
it wasn't not him that was talking about how he was providing him and some people in his team or whatever, they were providing food and whatever during the lockdown,
during the EndSARS. Yes, so they were providing food to like hundreds of thousands of people during the pandemic and all that stuff. So
like come away talking about grassroots movement. What have you done for your community? You cannot just come out from anywhere and say you want to lead when there's no like track record of what you've done. That's also very true.
Anyways,
exactly. And it shouldn't all be selfish. I mean, sometimes when you want to do something, you don't do it because I want to run for election. Just because you want to help your people. How about that? It's not about position. Personally, I don't like titles. I don't like positions. You know what I mean? Just do it because that's what you want to do. You want to bless people. You want to leave people better than you found them. If the position comes and it is you are in the right frame of mind and you feel like you're ready to take on it, then it's better rather than going and say no. I want to. You will be using head to butt the others. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. And let me just address fashionable gigs. You know what? I really don't want us to use that word. Let's not. If we don't stand up, if we don't do what is necessary.
Let me even speak to that, because somebody asked it. Sorry, Omoye. Somebody asked it when we're also on Omoye Boli's live show, also on Tuesday, June 7th, during the episode meeting. And somebody asked about rigging. And you know the thing about rigging? If when Nigerians choose to go out to vote, and you stay there to defend your vote, to ensure that it's counted, nobody can rig the election from you. I give you one example. During the EndSARS, when it went on for 2 weeks, were there not many hoodlums that tried to penetrate through the movements?
Exactly.
They their numbers. They break people car. They destroy many this thing. They destroy many people. What the youths do? They gather ambulance. They fix people car. Things were happening.
People were using
Nigeria was working during that time because people ensured that we're going to say no. You can send hoodlum to penetrate the movement, but we will Aluta continue and we will still continue to ensure that our voices are heard. Obviously, October 2020 happened, and when the state decided to use extreme force and power to push people away. Now, for the beginning of elections, when people decide, as Omoni was saying, if you are a Nigerian citizen and you decide not to vote, by choosing not to vote, you have helped them rig the election.
Exactly.
Your name they go put for their evil people. Yes. So by your absence being there, you are helping rig the election. So after you voted, Aisha Yusuf said in 2019, the last election, she was the only person that voted for Dr. Obi Ezekwesili in her voting units. Even when Dr. Obi Ezekwesili told her not to vote for her because she had stopped running. And Obi Ezekwesili's party name, it was still there. She was the only person that voted for her. And she stayed there to the end to make sure that her vote was counted. So when you go there, when good people go there and gather, when you tie broom together, you go use and sweep house. But if people start leaving, you are not waiting to defend your vote or whatever, that's when the evil can penetrate. But when good people did there to ensure that when you're counting, you not be 79, 100, then you're counting 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, and so on and so forth. Good people have to be there to defend your vote. So it's not even only about voting or whatever. When you want something so bad, how much will you do for it? How much will you ensure that this is not rigged? Because you go to see them. There's no juju, no nonsense. You go to see them to ensure say no rigging. And Nigerians are making sure of that. So how bad do you want your country to be good?
Yeah.
The more you want for it, the more you will make sure that people who are put in positions are not abusing their power.
Miriam, unfortunately, we in the diaspora cannot vote. That's what Ella was saying earlier.
I tried it. You know, when they said they sent a link, you were like, give
so those of us in the diaspora,
lawmakers did not agree for that bill
to pass. So that's why I'm hoping that this time, when this man go, he'll be able to make that happen because I'm hungry for it.
That's why we have. Sorry, Omoy, I'm sorry for cutting you.
No, that's fine.
I think that's why we have to be hopeful. Geeks and the likes. The fear, we've been in this fear of this whole thing. And that's why when you hear people's voice like Aisha Yusufu, when you see people that have stood and have fought, especially during the end, the Bring Back Your Girls, Obi Ezekwesili and all that thing, people have tried, in the part of this generation that is really not, there are some good people that have also tried. We can't allow fear to lead in the face of hope that we have. That's why I'm speaking to the conscience of people that are afraid or that will make them think that, they will rig, they will.
Like it's inevitable. Inevitable. We can never use inevitable if we're
giving up.
Exactly. Yeah, it's almost like we have given up. So what's the point of living? If you have to run on the desire.
Yes, and right now
to see, because if tomorrow when you have lived a good old age and it's time to go, what kind of society do you want to live for your children? So it's inevitable. You have to make sure that it happens in your time that your vote counts.
Another thing is that now you ask yourself whether you are a man or you're a woman, what are you pregnant with? Are you pregnant with fear or are you pregnant with hope? Are you pregnant with fear or are you pregnant with hope? Remember, allow positive energy to consume you, because when the positive energy consumes your mind and everything, I don't know, it contributes to the energy on ground in Nigeria. I cannot explain it, but allow the positive energy consume you. Tell yourself, if you'll be man, tell yourself that you have impregnated Nigeria right now, virtually with hope that you believe will be.
Don't lose that.
You believe that it will give birth to a new Nigeria. Don't carry the pregnancy of. Don't carry the seed of fear. Don't let it weigh you down. You are outside in the diaspora. You are working so hard. You look forward to going home, but you are afraid. But there's something that is a glimpse. You know the beauty about the glimpse of hope. It takes time for the sun to set, just as it takes time for it to rise. Ask yourself, can I just give it a chance? Don't seek for the answer whether it will be possible. Ask yourself, how am I contributing to the fact that there's hope? There's hope that it will be possible. Because we've been on the impossibility side for many years. It has not helped us. Let's just try
to make it possible.
Let's just try. Just try. People will try to convince you otherwise. Remember, come back and watch the village meeting. Come back and watch the village meeting. Thank you so much, Omoye.
Oh my God, common sense. In fact, I can't thank you. You guys came with a lot of knowledge for us. Honestly, I really appreciate it. All the information you've provided. Now, people that didn't know before have listened and they're like, wow, okay. Now they're going to go check out the information and now they're going to be doing their own part in their own way to bring up about the awareness that we need, because now we be the hope of Nigeria. Not be yesterday, people. Now we be the hope. So waiting we want to see. You guys have said it all. What do we want to see? Do we want to see a bright future for the children that we have not yet given birth to, that will come into this world, that will say, oh, our parents are from Nigeria, we want to go and check out this country? I tell you guys, I always want to be optimistic no matter what's going on in life. I hold the optimism candle at all times. If anything happens, I'm like, oh, well, I did my best. I refuse to say, oh, because Nigerians, sometimes, you are used to this lifestyle of struggle. You're not very used to it. You don't see any other option but struggle. That's why we feel, some of us feel like, oh my God, no matter what we do, we're going to get this change. Yes, we will. But it's up to you. What are you doing in your own small world, in your own small, what thing they do? What do they do on your own to make sure that these things happen? So thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll go chop breakfast.
We'll chop breakfast.
We go there for background.
All right. No,
thank you, everyone. And please make sure you hit the subscribe button and you hit the like button. It's just common sense.
Thank you. I forget to say like, subscribe, share.
Take care, Omoye.
Thank you, loves. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. So, guys, when I don't hear I'm on the politics side, though. Yes, Lily Omioga. Yes, absolutely. Exactly. Because for me, positive is what keeps me whole, what keeps me healthy. I can't be sitting down and thinking about worrying about the negatives that are happening. It will drain me. When people see me, people will say, why this girl they look like this? Like say, now she get problem pass for the world. Now go they laugh me safe. When I will come, they say, no, that girl, the way her face they be, you'll be like, say, you carry all the suffering of the world put for her. Now let she they suffer. When I not go like them. You understand? So positivity, they give life, they breathe life into the system. They breathe life. Now that positivity, now they give person energy to wake up the next day. Energy to say, okay, I don't wake up, what I feel achieve today. Now the energy, now carry me do village meeting. Now that same energy. You understand? So I don't feel you come here present dullness. If I present dullness, and I go say, I beg. I not feel that girl life. If I watch, I go, you drain all the small energy when I be getting, you drain and come out. I will never catch myself watching her life again. That's what you people will say. So it's the same sentiment. We not fit also, because say the country don't be like this for so long. Nigeria not be like that, always be like that too. At least I read history about people. The student union in UI, University of Ibadan, was heavy then. The voices of the student union organization was a very, very heavy one. In my own time, we don't riot. We don't be student union people. Aluta continua. We don't do them. So all we saw is just watch the country take a nosedive like this. It just they go down, 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 down. You understand? So you don't have to be in Nigeria, right, for you to see or make the change that is necessary. You don't have to. You own for what you they do in your own small way. Awareness, help the people change their mind. The things that you see happening in Nigeria today is because of the people on social media, those on the ground that were educating people, that were changing people's mind. That's why you see the movement that's going on. EndSARS, how did EndSARS start? It was from all this talking. People do social media, talk, their concern on the ground, talk. That's what pushed that movement. So make we not get into the mindset of say, oh, we've been used to this, usual thing. No, it's not usual. We need to change it. We can't make it usual. Oh, sure. Oh, fashionable gigs. Thank you. I mean, hey, it's what we do here in village meeting. All our village people for here. Now, what will they do be that? Now, what will they do be that? Yes, please. Yeah, exactly. Because at the end of the day, not only we get, not only that one country we get, not only that country we get. Now you and I go bring about the change. This one that they do village meeting, so not be say I would rather be sleeping. It's a Sunday. I want to be sleeping and enjoy horror movie or watch comedy movie. So new comedy just come out now. Some of my favorite comedians. To make I go watch them. But here I am, because these are issues that matter to me. Because if we dey at peace, just like Common Sense Sisters dey, if person marry, you go dey agitated for the marriage because the system, there's something wrong with the foundation. The stress is too much. How the marriage want to last? Everybody's stressed. So I just appreciate the fact that it was an organic movement. Yes, EndSARS was organic. It was organic. Now, so this Peter Obi, people they say they did not even they were not mentioning Peter Obi before. Nobody they mentioned the man. All of a sudden, when they say, man, let's say this guy is about to. Do you know what it means to be able to resurrect a third party in Nigeria? Una know as the bottleneck before the Nigeria. Bureaucracy for everywhere. Nothing they work. Now who know who? For that man to be able to resurrect a third party, if nothing else, he don't shake the foundation of how politics is done in Nigeria. If nothing else, they will now have and if the Labour parties are smart, my goodness, this is an opportunity for them to tighten their structure. It will be a formidable party that they cannot ignore. Anybody when want to join that party, his head must correct before he come. I hope so they get good advice as when they tell them. Thank you very much, Common Sense Sisters. Oh, you guys brought the knowledge, man. I learned just by listening to you guys for all the conversations that you have been on Twitter. I'm not on Twitter, and I don't really want to be on Twitter, to be honest, but the fact that you were able to bring that information to us, I mean, hey, you cannot exchange anything for knowledge. This is knowledge. We are learning here. We are growing our community. This is a village. Whether we like it or not, this is our village right here. How we want to make our community, our village life better. How? You should be able to go to your village and sleep in. Hey, when I used to visit Nigeria then, if I go Nigeria in a village, I like to go past because peace, no internet, nothing. You shut down completely. You go farm, you eat farm. Wanna not let me remember, I beg. Thank you very much. I really appreciate. No, Common Sense Sisters, una do well for my body. Who be that, Marriott? Who be our father? No, who be father? Who be our father? Am I missing something? Yes, so we love Common Sense Sisters. So no, these ones, they are real aburos, correct aburos, man. Correct activists in character, and I be Common Sense Sisters. This is our voice for you. We really do. Yes, so join Common Sense Sisters. Anybody that does not know Common Sense Sisters, people should please subscribe to their channel. They are doing amazing work. They are really doing amazing. A lot of conversations that's helping to transform the minds of people, man. You never know where these videos get to. So it's very important. Please, you guys should subscribe to channels that we know that will help bring our communities together so that we can let us be our own UN organizations. Let us be our own World Health Organization. There's nothing wrong with that. Let us be the ones solving our problems. Let's form our village. Let's make it our village where we are able to solve each other's problems from wherever we are. Because we are all we've got. There's nobody to help us. Even if they are destroying our villages, nobody's coming to help us. In fact, my sister, myself, now Peter Obi make me know Labour Party. I didn't even know he existed. It's not, it's not, you know. Honestly. It was, that show was lit yesterday. Yeah, let's solve our own problem. Kasala go bust like this, go they see, go they wait for some people when you can't help us. Why can't we create our communities within a community? Why can't we reach an arm to each other and pull each other up? We've been waiting on our arms and our legs for too long. For how many decades, centuries? When we get sense, we get knowledgeable people for ground. We get people whose hands are to the ground. The Labour Party makes sense, Baje, Miriam. Yes, because it speaks to the struggle of the everyday man. It speaks to the struggle of the everyday man. I love that. You know, because we are all we've got. Let's create our own bigger community. Let's be discussing our problems within ourselves. What can we do to solve it? Okay, what's causing your problem with this brother? Okay, how do we resolve it? Okay, you say he talked to you anyhow. Okay, sorry, we apologize. Oh yeah, you brother, apologize to your brother. Let's find ways to mediate within each other without unaliving each other, for crying out loud. Let's create our own communities and help ourselves. Let's have our own organizations and help each other. Nobody they help us. No matter how much we unalive ourselves, nobody they help us. We know they war, but it be like saying a war we did for Nigeria. Could make sense now. Welcome, Rita. Welcome. Yeah. Exactly. Labor union. Exactly. All those Nikki Shine, they will need to learn to give away. If they like, anybody that wants to be, you can't force anybody to be what they don't want to be. If they don't know that it's not about tribe, Tobaya, after a while they will know. Because nobody gives a damn. If anybody stops me on the road now, they don't ask me what tribe you are from. They just see my skin color and they say, if me and Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa stand for the same place, they don't go ask us. They will just group us. They say, oh, they are delicious people. So let's keep on going. I'm telling you. So there will be some people that will be stuck to that whole idea of now my tribe, now my brother, even if they kill them. For the past 8 years, not be say don't get impact for their life. Now the ones when they go line their pockets, now they find. Atenuje, now they kill people faster than anything else. Because you cannot see the suffering of your own brother because it does not come from your tribe. Tribe where it don't make any sense. It's okay to have a tribe that you belong to. I belong to a tribe. But I see the humanity in people. Are you kind? Are you good? That's what matters. All this one that they're saying, whether they like it or not, this mindset will change. It might not change today, might not change tomorrow, but it will change. Because guess what? The world is revolving. And whether we like it or not, the generation coming after us, they are not looking at tribe of the way we look, the way people look at tribe. Me, I don't care where you come from. Are you a good human being? Are you doing good work? I gravitate towards good. I don't gravitate towards bad. That's my own. Yeah, so Abemona bring am to YouTube. Come in all day. Yes, we all need to stay connected. Exactly. That's what they do. It's their best game. They will play the tribal game because they want to rob people blind, broad daylight. Rob people blind. And so they keep using it. Why don't they have those tribal wars when they share their money? Have you ever noticed? When they are there sharing money, they don't say this one tribe, this one. They will share the money. They will come together and hug each other. They've robbed you people blind. They are now partying with each other. With all the nonsense, with all the things that happened in our, did they not celebrate that day? Did they not eat? Did you not see them sitting together and eating dinner together? Did you see where they said Hausa sit here, Yoruba sit here, Igbo sit here, Edo sit here, Wari Ugeli sit here? Did you see them? Calabar sit here. They all sat down, were eating jollof rice and chicken. They don't remember tribal. They will share the money well. Share the money. Share the money finish. They will clean out all the money for the country which concern. They send their children overseas. Build houses, get houses all over the place. Stash the money away. They talk. Oh, forget nothing. Nobody when the tribe help. Nobody when the tribe help. Your tribe entered there. What do they do? The question they should be asking themselves is, what has he done has our lives improved since this our brother took office? What impact has he had in the lives of our tribe? Nothing. The further division. Now I collect from inside. Further division. If you don't learn now, you will learn later. They're not the type person. If you don't learn now, you go learn one way or the other. Not be this word. People, they learn their lesson. So, onto softer issues. So, we're talking about what, Marriott? We're talking about the things we love, right? The things we love to do. Some people say na romance, some people say na novel, mystery novel, romance novel. Common sense sisters say that they read books that are impactful. I like that. So for me, I have not read in a while. What I've been doing really lately is this hiking. Me and nature, we don't become one. I don't know. I always find myself in nature, and that's what I love to do. I love to go in nature. I love to take hikes. I like to walk. I like to spend time just sitting down in the fields, right? Love to watch a Nollywood movie. I watched Blood Sisters recently, Seth, because I heard so much about it. Yes, so softer issues. I'm telling you, poverty and suffering, no badly. Not be nice. They use until they divide people. Anyhow, me self, I watched Blood Sisters and I watched what's the other one? What's the other one? I watched Blood Sisters and another one. It's about the preacher. I forget what it's called now. The preacher. I can't remember. It's about a preacher who I think it was a preacher's son, and then he eventually branched out, and then he married somebody. Whatever. Yeah, Blood Sisters was good. Was interesting. Man of God, Marriott. Yes. Yeah, Marriott. It was entertaining. It was actually pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good. Even the ending didn't quite, how it is. But I cannot discourage you from watching it because it was really good. I'm not gonna lie, it was good. Yeah. Man of God was good. King of Boys, I've seen King of Boys. You guys were the ones that got me onto King of Boys. Common Sense Sisters. Remember, you guys sent me that. Yeah, exactly. So it was pretty good. So that's for me. That's how I enjoy myself, and I always stay positive. Excuse me. Regardless of what's going on, positivity all the way. I don't care what is going on. I have to remain positive because it's very important for my own mental state. I cannot be, it's allowing negativity to sit in my spirit is like for me, it's like taking poison. I can't. It's like poison to me. So I always keep my heart light, because only then when my heart is light, that's when I'm more creative. That's when I see the possibilities. But when I'm not, if everything is weighing on me, I can't see clearly. I'm clouded, I'm very clouded. I shut down. It's almost like I can't do anything. So positivity all the time for me, all the time, no matter what's going on. I saw Ayinla. Ayinla was a good one. I was like, wow, yeah, that's another one I saw. Ayinla was a good one. It's Yoruba, but I liked it. I liked the setting. I mean, they could have done better in some, you know how you watch some Nigerian movies and you're picking up. So I'm that kind of person. So, I'm a critic of Nigerian movies. So Ayinla was a very good one. I liked Ayinla. a lot. That was good. That was a good story line. Yeah, fashionable geeks. Yeah, law books, right? There's a lot to know. Yeah, there's a lot to know. There's a lot of knowledge to add to one. It's a lot. There's a lot to read as well. I've watched Wives on Strike 1 and 2. I think they're coming up with a third one. I'm waiting on that one. That was a good one. That was a very, very good one. I think there was one time I was saying that if the women in Nigeria will lock up their kpekus, a lot of things will change in Nigeria. I'm sure some people thought I was crazy, or maybe because I don't have husband, I don't have man. That's why I'm saying it. But that is the way, that is how to fight war without any violence. They will change things in Nigeria if that happens. But hey, who am I? I'm just one person. I don't know, Your Excellency, I don't think I've seen Your Excellency. Thank you, Common Sense Sisters. My mom has listened to one of his songs. There was a particular song that they were singing. I remember my mom used to sing that song well. Yeah, Ayinla. Hey. That slow type of Yoruba, I don't know. What do they call it? There's a name for it. Akpala music, right? I was listening to it. I was like, oh my God, it was bringing back memories. Which one is that? Your Excellency is a series. Okay, I will try and figure it out. Netflix, Long Way to Africa. Oh, really? I haven't seen that one. Okay. Fourth Republic, Meet the In-Laws. I think I've seen Meet the In-Laws. Yeah, I loved Ayinla. Ayinla was good. I liked it. I like, something I like. I really like traditional things. I like things that speak to my culture a lot. I like to see the fabric, the dressing. I don't like anything that has to do with, I wish, this is just personal, I wish a lot of Nigerian movies will actually focus on the authenticity of the culture and the way of life, just the normal, ordinary way of life of the people. You see, this whole idea of wanting to speak like an English person, if you already have the accent, it's okay. I don't have anything against that. But can you just you see, as I'm speaking like that, just be like that. Don't add to it. I can't understand why. Not in all of these movies, though. Some of them are very good and they've done the work. But some Nigerian movies I see, there's too much fakey. It vex me. That make me they gravitate towards cultural movies. I would rather watch a Nigerian, a Yoruba movie over an English Nigerian movie. That's just me. I'll watch an Edo movie over an English movie. I'll watch an Igbo movie. Igbo, I go sit down, watch them. And Igbo people that they transcribe, I go listen to it in the talk. I'm telling you, that's me. with that hair when they plait and the wrapper when they tie. That's just me. Okay, Fourth Republic. I haven't seen Fourth Republic. Oh, Bigger Than Africa. I saw that. I was gonna watch it. I saw it yesterday. Actually, I was like, okay, I'm gonna find time to watch this. That Bigger Than Africa. It said, I don't know. It was from what I saw briefly. It looks like it was talking about slavery from Yoruba side, right? Am I right, Marriott? I haven't seen it. I'm gonna check it out though. Okay, so Your Excellency is a movie, not a series. Okay. Really interesting. It was rented from your great grandfather. Are you serious? Look at see, we get history for here. Oh, history in the family, village people. When I know say we get history, many of grandpapa. Now he rent the office when he use now he rent to Anila. Yeah. So you are used to the Apala music. I like it. It's soft, gentle steps. I like it. My mom it brought back a lot of memories listening to it. Fashionable say, which one be the Yankee guy with tribal marks? Exactly. You know what I mean, Marion? I know they like, just be authentic, man. Speak the English like normal people. No, which one be, have good diction. I mean, say the words correctly, but say it with your accent and all of your being, what you are. If you were born in England and you have the accent, no judgment, man. If you're born in America, you have the accent, no judgment. But hey, come on now. Be real. Who are you trying to attract? Your people. You have to try to satisfy your people first before outsider. Your people first should come first before outsider. That's where the authenticity lies. All these long wigs, the flash, this thing, my heavy makeup, eyelash, everything, they annoy me. Neka, not tell me I gotta go. The thing they verse. I wanna come. Yeah. I will just side eye you like this. In fact, I not go talk. You not go know where I not go talk to you. If I hear you, they speak all those. I go just dress far. I no fit. I can't. Be real. Be real. Yeah. Aganawana in it. Oh man. Yeah, it connects Yoruba descendants from, I kind of read and except like it connects Yoruba descendants from all over the world. Yeah. And what still connects them? The songs, the food, the clothing. Yeah, absolutely. The worship of deities in the certain parts of the world where they have certain deities. It was from Yoruba. Yeah. Yishongo, Orishas, and the rest. Yeah. I was gonna watch it. I was like, I wonder if they would tell, because the Yorubas they also took people from Benin, because there was a man, African American man, that shared the story, but a long time ago, about how he was able to trace his lineage to Benin. How they stole his father, his great his ancestor to the Americans. And they taught the grandma, the ancestor they stole was able to pass down certain Benin words into the family that they kept using. They didn't even know, just carried on from one generation to the other. That was how he was able to trace. Oh, okay, nice. Exactly. See, park, man. I love nature. Love nature, man. Yes. There we go. I don't to overdo. The phone say, I beg, take it easy with me now. Okay. I'm trying to catch up with all these wonderful comments. I'm telling you, wig, party makeup is so annoying. I mean, come on. You know, can we just act normal? What's wrong with cornrow all the way back? 5, 6 cornrow, 3 cornrow, 2 cornrow. You know, those stylish ones, when you do 2, you just do one like this, do one, you know, fine. Design the hair with bead. I thoroughly enjoyed Anila because of that. The hairstyles, the clothing, and those clothes are not expensive that they wore, but they looked regal. The Kampala material, all those things. Man, come on now. Nigeria people, me, I go become producer. I go soon start writing my own stories. Oh, I beg. Egedege, I've seen that one. I haven't seen the healer. Okay. Okay. Exactly. The Aba women's protest, yes. Exactly. You know, stories like that, like the Obas, the different Obas, Oba of Ife, all those people, we need to talk. There's so many untouched stories. Even in Benin Kingdom, the Oba Vorame Nogbaisi, the Oba that went on exile when he was trying to resist the British rule. All those people, we need stories like that, where the people will come dressed, adorned in the Benin attire. I beg. Ashere, all those things, na me they like. I don't they like all these one agona movies. Hey, Bele. More than no verse, so anybody when you go watch later, if you not see the phone they drop from my hand like this, make una no verse for me, be cool. I'm trying to provide good content and make my people happy at the same time. No worry. When the money don't they enter, I go buy correct stand. No worry, I no go need to they move now up and down the way I they do like this, you know. So Mona, no worry. Hey, all right now. Exactly. Independent story. The various deities. Thank you. Obatala or Shongo. What's the other one? Which one is God of fire? God of thunder. We had all those things. Orunmila. What's the other one? What's the water goddess? I forget. All those stories, man. We get stories. They are just lazy, honestly. Exactly. How they fought taxes and dethroned the king. There's so much. Yes. Oshun. Yeah, exactly. Oshun, exactly. Honestly, it's almost like they don't tap into their authenticity. And it comes through. It comes through. I can see they're not tapping inwards. It's everything they're putting out is just outside. You know, if you've watched good movies, if you've watched solid African movies, you will know what I'm talking about. For instance, now, till tomorrow, Okonkwo will be a classic. Why? The stories were based in the villages, the clothing, the food, the way they did things, they spoke with their accent. I mean, come on. The creatives are lazy. I'm sorry. They are very lazy. Exactly. We don't talk about history. That's another problem. We need to bring back history with alacrity. History needs to come back. There's so many things I learned in history growing up that stayed with me till today. Eh? Thank you so much, Common Sense Sisters. Oh, thank you. Mokuna enjoy breakfast. So yes, thank you so much. Thanks for all the information, the knowledge. I appreciate. You know, Ebenedike, which one is that one? Is that a movie? Geeks. Is that a movie? Can you imagine? Ineka, they're gone through. How can you throw away a classic like that, Village Headmaster? How? Even Tales by Moonlight. Remember all those stories? That one where they can't talk story that time on that tree when children go sit around them. All those things, all those Ogunde movies. I don't know if they're still out there. I don't know. I think I need to go. Maybe I need to YouTube it and check some of Ogunde movies. All those movies are classic. You don't throw stuff like that. This is the problem. We don't appreciate our own. We don't. Everybody know Yibo. The Yibo no send now. They're not even oh my shit. Exactly. That's the only part we're missing. If we can get the history and start to tell the history, in fact, Tales by Moonlight. I used to that time when all of us will behave well for us because we don't want to miss Tales by Moonlight. Tales by Moonlight. I enjoyed those stories. I was trying to find them again on YouTube. I was like, let me even find out if somebody by chance uploaded it. If you not find out, let me know. I was like, wow, these are treasures that we should keep forever and ever. How can you throw such a thing away? I remember they used to have what's it called? I think it was on radio and television too. They will give parables. They say the words of our elders are words of wisdom. How many of you remember that? They will say something. It was like a parable. It was like an inspirational quote, but it was a parable. They will say the parable and they will tell you the person that's talking about it will explain the meaning. That was fantastic. Yeah, Ebubedike, exactly. Things fall apart. Okonkwo, that's right. That's a classic. Till today, it's on YouTube though. It's in parts. That movie was long ago. I didn't know that movie was that long, man. When we were watching it, they used to show it to us I think we watched it in a day. I can't even remember. Nothing. Old classics, nothing. It's so shameful. We don't have good record keeping. We don't have maintenance culture in Nigeria. Those are stories that your children should be listening to and saying, wow, and also learning from. I remember then on radio, somebody will come on and say something, say a parable and explain the parable and then at the end you'll say the words of our elders are words of wisdom. Hey, we've lost gems, so Nigeria needs to be good. No, Nigeria must be good. Shame to bad people. Nigeria must be good. We used to have exchange students in Nigeria. People used to travel from all over the world to come out. In one of my uncle's house, we used to have exchange students every year. Every year they will come. Some of them, University of Lagos. Some will be in University of Ibadan. Exchange students from America, from the UK, from Bulgaria, from different parts of the world. That's how good our educational system was. Honestly, not to beg them. Whoever know who they work for NT, I better not ask them where all those things they. Where all those things they make we change them, make we digitalize them, make they give people when they sabi. See all they say 419, someone now they get skill. Then when they put the skill to use. That's when anybody when they work for NTA, big come on and tell them. If una dey enjoy this video, I beg make una no forget to like, make una share, make una subscribe. I've read Chimamanda, Americana, absolutely. Fashionable Geeks, I've read that one. I read one of her books, not all, but one of her books. She writes well. I love her books. That one, that Chimamanda one I read. Ooh, I read it. I was like, ooh. Because when I'm reading books, I'm in another zone. I'm in the zone of the book. I'm in the scene. I'm in the place where it's set. I'm living a different world when I'm reading books. Yeah, we've done 3 hours. Wow. Woo! Clap for yourselves. Clap for yourselves. Clap for yourselves. Wow. Una sabi talk. Una get power. I don't know so that they talk like this. 3 hours only una. Yeah. Kwe. Yeah. Eh? Una try well, no. We don't do 3 hours. Back down. Maybe they bring them to close. Very soon I go need to pay for this live stream because my free sessions are over. Now free sessions now don't they use since so now no free session. I never hit 1,000 for YouTube now. So even when I do, I still need the live stream because otherwise I won't be able to invite people. It will mean I have to get phone. People will be calling in. Who needs that hassle, man? I don't want to deal with no hassle. You know, so when my time is up, then we have to wait till I hit 1,000, I guess. You know, but this has been a great life. I personally, I don't know, I personally enjoyed it. I hope you guys did as well, because I think that the conversations we've had, all the conversations we had was very, very important. Because it's going to help us move forward. We're encouraged, we're lifted, you know, and, you know, we all believe in a better society for ourselves back home and for our children, right? And for those that are there, you know. Yes, so very soon, my sister, Neka, very, very soon. Yeah. So, it be like, say, I go end them for here. Even though I no won't go, but I have to go. Make me say go chop breakfast. I never chop. I never chop since morning. So I've been thinking about you people. I've been carrying you in my heart. For I said, no, I have to talk to my people. I have to talk to my people. I can't eat. I can't sleep. I gotta talk to my people. So here I was. Now make me sure. I said, no, man, talk to my people. Until I talk to my people before I chop. So thank you so much, guys, for joining. I really, really appreciate your support. I appreciate the fact that we have this space to share our concerns. This is my biggest joy. You know, this is my biggest joy. I have learned today, and I love the way I love the conversations we had. A lot of people now understand how important it is that we focus on improving our society, because that's all we have. We don't have anywhere else. No matter where you are in the world, if everybody is okay back home, you won't worry so much. You won't have to think about, oh, how do I send money? Oh, will this be enough? You won't be waking up and worrying and wondering what's going on. And even if you don't have anybody back home, just the fact that it is a country of your birth, or your parents are from there, or at least you have some connection to it, it should concern you. So wherever your voice, please put your voice in this matter. Let's improve Nigeria. For those that are back home, let them have good life too. You know, all the money when you go, they send every time. They send so that you go help your people. You will not need to. You don't go need to. You understand? So I'm very, very happy that we had this needed conversation. You know, enjoy your weekend. I mean, the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the upcoming week. Make the best of it, you know, and stay happy. Retain your peace. Keep your joy and put a smile on somebody else's face. Whether you like it or not, someone is struggling. You don't know. They might be looking at you. You won't know. Some of them are not happy. Some of them will speak to you rudely or act out of character. You don't know what people are carrying on their hearts. So be kind. Let's be kind to one another. The world is tough enough. Let's lessen the burden on ourselves and be kind to one another. Stay positive no matter what's going on. Always hope for the best. If you hope for the best, that's the best you can do for yourself. Hope for the best, regardless of what's going on. If anything happens, you know you did your best. That's all, you know? So I leave you with that, guys, and I will certainly see you on my next one. I tried to do another live. I don't know if my time has completely run out. I'll check. If not, I'll do another live, or I'll go wait when I hit 1,000. Or una send me money, make I take pay. Make I take pay for the live stream. Anyway, guys, love you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.